Hola. Hola. Mi llamo es Angel. Good morning, all. Hola. Let's see what we got here. Got a little logo. Put a little logo up there. Put a Rudy head up there. Shout outs to Dead Rudy. Got kicked out of Shout Out, how I'm thinking at this point. I think you got kicked out of all the places, Rudy. Oh, wait, I don't need this. This is for video games. I use this microphone for live streams. For the live streaming. Cult members assemble. Form mega cult member. We gotta smash the incels. So I was over at whatchamajiggies. I think Silly Rabbits. Yeah, I was over at Silly Rabbits, but they were doing Incel Morning. The Incel Morning show apparently with ASMR and AC Authority Check. So I was like, yeah. They wanted me to join panel, but it's like I don't want to be on there with those guys. They're gonna make us all look bad. Those guys are. They're gonna make us all look bad. I mean, trust me. These guys get around in the worst way. What was the last cartoon? I think the bear head. Was the last thing I was drawing. I'm not really planning to draw today. Just kind of chilling out. I'm very tired. I'm very tired, and my tooth's kind of sore. This one up here, kind of feeling a little sore. I ate tacos last night, and then I woke up and I ate tacos last night. Then I ate a burger, and then I ate some what the hell did we have this morning? It's like chips. I guess just too many hard things on my tooth, and it was already kind of sore. So now it's just sore. So I took some leave. The bear and the Julia head. Oh yeah, those were good. I like the bear. Because it's nice. Yeah, it's not offensive or anything. It's just a bear. It's a nice bear. He's a good bear. I was watching the Simpsons movie last night without Isabel. Isabella. Isabel. I'm a little high and my tooth. I'm still thinking about my tooth. I was watching the Simpsons movie with Isabella, and yeah, I was like, I noticed they made Homer and Bart really stupid in the movie, but like their characters in the show aren't as dumb as they were in the movie. And then there was I noticed that the dome's glass thickness was like super thick like that, and then in one scene it was like this. It was like super thin. I was like, huh. There's a couple little things I caught in the animation stuff. But I was like, oh, that's cool, man. I can't wait to, it's probably 10 years off. I would say 10 years off. But one day, I'm going to have an animation movie, There's going to be an animation. There's going to be a movie. It's going to be like Ham Banana or something stupid. There's going to be something out there. It'll be something cool, hopefully. Hopefully it'll be something like that where the family is, people love it. Yeah. Let's see here. It's been quiet since I kicked my Cerrone out. Who's usually awake right now? Spider Pig does whatever a spider can. He was I thought it was the part I saw too, where he was like walking him on the roof. I was like, oh, he's just holding him. He was just so stupid. That's what I mean. Like he's just making like stupid little things. He goes and he dumps a silo full of the pig's crap all over. Like it ruins the whole town. It was like Homer's fault. He ruined the whole town, right? And then he goes he gets Marge, convinces her to go to Alaska with him, and then he's like, hey, if you love me, do this for me, basically. And then when Marge is like, she gives him the same exact line, and it cracks me up because she gives him the same exact line. It's like, hey, if you love me, basically, you got to come back and save the town. These are our friends, our family. And Homer's like, no, that's stupid. I'm not doing that. No. And they go back and basically almost die because it was Marge was like, I'd rather die with the town than be over here with the family in Alaska, kind of deal, I guess. Man, I got a little mark on my nose. Look at, like a little mark on my nose. Because I had a little pimple. And I had like a little pimple there. And then whatever this is, this little mark, it like, yeah, that was back when Joey and them kept saying I had a black eye or something. There's like this little tiny bump, and if I mess with it, it gets dark. So I'm just not messing with it. And you get those little acne wipe things or something. Now I got the Spider Pig song stuck in my head. Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does. But yeah, I was watching Silly Wab and them, but I got well, I guess I had a wrench for like all of like maybe 10 minutes, and I was approving messages right away. I started approving messages. I started well, I only blocked one. I blocked one message because it had the R word in it, and I was like, nah, you can't say that. So I blocked that one. Maybe that's why I lost my wrench. I'm still wondering why. Yeah, I don't think it was for calling ASMR an incel or, saying AC was a rat, because I had communications with AC before, and he's a bit of a rat bastard. So I like immediately from then on, from that one communication that I had with him, like candid communication, I was just like, oh, this guy's not to be trusted at all. It was like, this guy don't even know me, and he's spilling all the beans about everything. This guy just showed up on my Discord one day and told me his master plans and everything. I was just like, cool, nice. You do you, man. I was like, nice. I guess I don't know why. I don't know why he would do that. That was weird. But yeah, and then the ASMR guy, I just see him around. I always think, they seem to hate women. That they seem to be part of the like borderline incel group where they can't have women around, and if the women aren't like all up on their dick, they just start insulting and berating them, Like, not even Silly Wabbit and Dave do that shit. Angel Newfound Life, they don't do all that where they're like berating the women just because they're not pretending they want your penis or something, And I think Authority Check and ASMR, definitely ASMR, you got to pretend you want his penis if you want him to be nice to you and you're a woman. I think that's the vibe I get from him, and that's why I kept calling him an incel, and I was just like, I just don't want to be up there with incels, I'd rather start my own live stream and divide the base again. Ha ha ha. Part of my evil plan. I saw Brian up there arguing with them. I was actually listening on my headphones. I could hear our Brian talk. I was like, is that fucking Brian? Of course, he was going at them about the whole Ruru thing. The only time I've seen the ASMR guy is when he showed the video of him fighting with Joey. Was he fighting with Joey? I think they hate Joey. Saul was an old gay incel. Definitely. I don't know if he's a gay incel, but he's definitely an old incel. He I don't know actually. He's like, let's see, maybe. I don't know. I don't know about Saul. Because he seems like he worships women in a very creepy way, almost borderline wants to be one, So I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, he seems to hate African women, Or maybe it's just something about Ruru that brings it out of these guys. They just don't like her. He's a cat man with no woman. He's a man pussy. He has a man pussy. He's like, yeah, he's a man pussy. That's a man cat. That's why he prefers man pussy though, because it makes him sound more whatever. His mangina. His manginas. He has manginas all over him. He's breaking out in vaginas. Let's see, I put a... What do I have? The banner? Yeah, banner. Brand. This brand's titled Weed. That's why I titled this for some reason. Like, weed. Wish I put the background. Speaking of man cats. Oh, you can't see him, though. I have a picture of Saul, but you can't see it. What we got over here? Saul good. There it is. There's my man cat Saul. That's the one I drew. That's Saul good right there. Saul good in the neighborhood. When Saul's around prancing through the town on the hunt for a cat in the heat. I think him and Dr. Dave are deeply closeted. Hey, maybe, man. I mean, they might be deeply closeted and kind of forced into the situation, They might just be so old that they're like, fuck, we can't get any women, let's just bang each other. And, and then they do. I forgot I gave Saul nipples. I was wrong. Zal wasn't the first one I gave nipples to. I forgot I gave man Saul nipples. Spider-Man is not Spider-Pig. That made no sense. As that's the first Julia. There's that little weird looking monster I made with one eye. There's the ladybug monster. She's a ladybug face. Well, not like it was a ladybug, but it's also kind of like the face from, I think it was A Bug's Life. The guy ladybug. I think that was the mixture. And then I made a t-shirt out of it. And a bunch of weird little pictures. I'm looking at all my pictures I have drawn here. I made a dead angel at the bottom of the sea. I forgot about this. I totally forgot about this one. Yeah, we put Angel out of the wills and we put him at the bottom of the sea in this one. And then we have the Joey, going to buy his Lauren de Laguna sex doll. That's gonna be part of the first episode of Frauder Island when he goes and buys his Lauren de Laguna sex doll. My hand banana character is the cashier. Saul has nipple rings, does he? Oh, I should have put some on his man cat. That would have been nice. Banana. How do I take that down? All right, one more time. You want to see it one more time. All right. No more man cat. No more man cat for you. Yeah, maybe we could draw something. It's not really anything else going on. I was going to play video games, but I was like, I'll pop up here for 30 minutes or something. But now I'm looking at those pictures, and now I kind of want to draw something. So I don't know. Maybe. See, I gotta open this thing here. Bloop. Yeah, here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah, I just don't want this project open. I'll only find the right project for this. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. What could I do here? I'm trying to think. Let's check Autism Tune again. We'll check Autism Tune again. I have a project named Autism Tune again, and these are the arts that are in it. So we'll check that one. That's going to be one of the episodes names. So these are the episodes for season 1, basically, right? That's the idea behind this. And this one's titled Autism Tuna Can, but it really doesn't have much there yet. If it loads up. Loading the project. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one where, yeah, he's the cashier. This is the one where I got the guy as the cashier. Let's see. Yeah, it's my character. He's the little cashier guy. Oh, I should probably put a green screen behind him. I can use him in some of the animations too. Let's see. Yeah. There's a Joey, like a little, I don't know what I was making him here. But yeah. I forgot this one. The frickin' program on this one's all jacked up because of Joey's hair. Literally because I drew his hair piece by piece almost. So the program stalls out a bit because there's so many small details on this character here. Look at all these stupid little things I did here. Look at all these little layers. Every single one of these is a different layer, basically. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I don't know why I did it this way, but that's why the computer is going slow on this project, because I gave him like way too many different hairs, first of all. And I did his eyebrows pretty good. I like the way his eyebrows came out, and his eyelashes and everything. But I overdid it on all this, so I do got to get rid of some of these things if I can, without deleting his whole head. Because then my computer won't be a piece of shit about it. It'll be like, hey, you're killing me, and I'll be like, I'm not trying to. I just wanted to be really detailed, and the computer's like, well, you're killing me either way. And I just go, my bad, computer. And the computer breaks. That's what computers do. They talk. They talk to me. I just deleted a couple hairs. I'm like, screw it. I'll just let him have his hair. Whatever. Let's see. Here's a picture of Joey's head blowing off. Slightly blowing off. Blowing off a little bit more. Here's a picture of Joey's head blowing off. Oh. Oh shit! I forgot about that. Boop. Yeah, that seems appropriate right there. Shout outs to Joey. I wonder if he actually got his sentencing done yet. Well, we should figure out. We should hear about it soon, right? I assume. 100. We should hear about Joey's bullshit soon. Where's my character over here? Not that one. This one here. Switch to this one. Show him. Gonna want to get this one here. Look at this shit. Look at this shit here. All right. Yeah, don't ask why. Don't ask why. It just had to be done. I mean, it's not like I didn't think about it, you know. My character's not even looking at him while he's shooting. He's just like stupid. I gotta make him look where he's shooting. Where's the thing? Let's see. I'll fix his eyes on this one. Do 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 do. There we go. That looks a lot better. Now he's looking at him. See? Now he's kind of at least he's at least looking where he's shooting now. That's something. Screenshot that. Screenshot this one. Oh, just shooting Joey in the face. Don't mind me. It's not like you haven't thought about it. Come on. Who hasn't thought about shooting Joey? Just kidding. Just joking. He's in a better place now. prison cell. It's funny. I seriously doubt. Like, I'm thinking he's probably just gonna get probation. If he gets jail time, I'm thinking it's probably like 3 months or something. I don't think it's gonna be very bad for him at all. But I don't know. We'll see. Shooting Joey. One. Name it one. Shooting Joey 1. That's your face. That's your face, boy. Now I want to play video games because I always shoot people in the face. If you watch me play video games, I am very obnoxious, and I will shout out "That's your face" when I shoot you in the face. I'd be like, "Boom! Get shot in the face, bitch." Is that Saul in an S&M costume? It is. It is. Yeah. When he would always pretend to be Fluffy T Cat, right? So that's Saul as Fluffy T Cat. Joey as Ganado in Resident Evil 4. I gotta look that up. Ganado. I don't remember the characters in that game. Part 4, I didn't actually play very much of. Holy crap, that's a big monster. Let's see the images. I gotta see more of him. Wait, which one? Oh, Ganado's that guy. Okay. I was looking at a big monster with horns. Is that how you say his name? Ganado. Ganado. Oh, man. Let's see. I'm going to save this picture. I'm going to save this picture here. Pictures. Ganado. Ganado. That's a weird picture. Hold on. I'll be able to show it to you guys. You can see who Ganado is. Well, at least the one I found of him. Let's see. What am I looking for here? Ganado. This is Ganado. At least the one I found. This is the picture I found. I'm thinking this from the original Resident Evil 4, maybe. He looks a little too big to be Joey Amico, but you can make him a mini version of Joey. I just got to put him in black and take away the rest of his hair and make his head more shaped like a moon, kind of that slanted head. That's what he's got going on, a bit like something like that. Like that. Yeah. Ganado style. Ganado. I'm in class, but now I know why no one messes with the shit show. What was going on? I saw it was a bunch of drama, a bunch of like bringing up shit from a year ago, Puffy, and I was just like, nah. And then Brian's over there, and it's like, I see that guy AC getting worked up and yowling all the time, and I'm like, dude, I've been up all night. You want me to get up on panel and argue with this guy over stupid shit that I don't really care about? Nah, not today. I was gonna go to sleep, man. I'm still tired, but I decided, hey, I'm gonna pull out a little stream, just hang out, kick it, And yeah, I was actually gonna play video games, but then I was like, I should just do a little stream, just do some. Because even then, when I do these little streams, like even that little screen capture I just did, that is something, because it's something that I'm gonna use in the videos. Like again, when I do a video, you're gonna see this picture in it. There's no way you're not gonna see this in like a bunch of videos now. This picture right here specifically. So, I mean, even when I do these little things and they don't seem like too much got done. Yeah, I forgot I made Lauren De Laguna into a sex doll. I think that's why she doesn't come around anymore. I think she doesn't come around because we made her into a sex doll over here. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, Brian's here. Authenticated with YouTube. Oi. 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 No, Brian? No, Brian. Shift happens. This shift. What are you doing? I'm trying to talk to you on panel, you bitch, but you won't answer me. What are you doing? In the comments section. The head explodes when you shoot it. The head explodes.
Can you hear me? Testing.
There
Testing.
you
1, 2,
go.
3. Testing. 1,
Finally.
2, 3.
Finally.
Hold on. I can't hear you now. What the fudge? Okay.
Haha.
I got you. I can hear you.
Fix your shit, Brian.
I need technical services. Somebody give me fix my computer.
Did you try yelling at it or hitting it? Those usually work for my computer.
I just rebooted it. It was fine. It came right back up. I came at the right time to see De La Laguna, Sex Doll De La Laguna.
Right?
Favorite part of the day.
Do you think she got offended?
Oh, I don't know. Why would you be offended by that picture? I mean, I need a sock. Somebody give me a sock right now.
Out of all the things, out of all the pitches,
I think she's been doing bigger and better channels and stuff now. You know, she was on that panel with all those girls, other ladies on there, and all that other stuff.
Dude, she did so bad on that show, though. I thought she came off bad, in my opinion.
I really don't think I was paying. See, I don't know what her role was on that channel, but I was paying attention to more of the comments from the other panel members than I was to her, because they were the ones that seemed like they were interviewing, and I wanted to see what they were saying. She was just kind of like a seat filler, I guess. I don't know what her role was, though.
I don't know. It was funny, though. Like, when she first started talking, she kept going on for, like, ever. And I was like, ha. And she didn't really say nothing. And then I kept seeing the guy, like, looking off screen and kind of, like, he wasn't even listening. He was just kind of communicating with the producers about stuff. I was like, ha. It's funny.
But she has not been around here in a while, has she? She hasn't come back to your show to play chess or anything.
No. Let's see. We'll make new friends. We always do. So, how is it arguing with the people over there?
I know. I dropped off, and I think I dropped off right after I made a little comment to you about something. I was just like, that's just weird to have people just kind of like hold on to stuff and keep talking about things from like a year ago and all this other nonsense. And they were just letting it go on, and I was just like, this is giving me a headache. I don't have time for that crap.
Right? I was kind of like, why are they doing this? Especially like, is this something Rue wanted or something? It was just like, it was confusing to me. I can't imagine she's like thrilled about this like nonsense going on.
And I thought they all liked Rue over there, and then they just kind of it's like if you were on panel with someone, like if you came to Drinks and Discussions, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm cool with Ham Banana, but let me go ahead and invite Joe up on panel, and let's have you guys whack it out at each other, and then allowed everybody that was friends with Joe to come over there and continue bashing you, and then when you left, I still let them bash you. That wouldn't be
did Rue leave?
Cool. Yeah, she left a long time ago.
Damn. Yeah, because I was like,
they just let it happen. I'm just like, dude, what's wrong?
Yeah, I kept telling them too. I was like, dude, they're gonna drive any women away. You know, like any women around there are gonna leave. And yeah, I'm guessing they probably, except for Big Wendy, of course. Big Wendy was
and I know you don't really kind of think too kindly of AC, but every interaction that I've had personally with AC has been nothing but greatness. I like the guy when he's one-on-one, but I'm just, when I see him around his other guys and stuff like that, that's just not the AC that I know.
Yeah, when he behaves like that, I've seen him behave normal, but I've seen him get into a frenzy, when he's around Tonic or around these other ASMR, apparently, he gets worked up and gets real bitchy. I mean, he definitely turns into like a bitchy male, female type of dude.
Crying, whiny baby kind of stuff. And it's just like, I don't do the whole crying, whining about other people's behavior. Either I'll tell you that I don't like it and I'll move on, or I just won't mention it. But continue to go on and on and on about it. It's just weird.
Yeah, and then like what was it from like a year ago or something?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, look at this
And
comment from a year ago." I'm like, "Dude, why are you holding on to that shit?"
it's like it's
But
still relevant.
AC 101 again is still. I mean, I'm cool with AC 101.
Yeah. I've seen him be normal and everything before, so I'm sure he's a good guy sometimes.
And it was funny because I was like, I went over there earlier today, and again, I haven't been over at Silly Wabbits in some time, so I went over there because Angel and I have kind of started talking, and he wants to still talk even further to kind of get past all the resentment and hurt and hateful feelings that we have toward each other, and I think that's positive. So I went over there earlier, and they were mad at somebody about something, and I was like, nope, I'm out. And then I go back, and then I go back over there, and it was kind of like the same thing. And I'm like, dude, I just thought we were talking about the symmetry of the noose and all this other stuff, and then it just went left fast. And I'm like, yeah, I
No,
don't,
no. If they're talking
not for
about a
me.
news, I think there was something with Rue and Nooses or something from one of the guys. I forget.
Yeah, yeah. One of the guys I don't know, and I don't care to know any of those guys. I wasn't even trying to, comment on anyone other than just my perspective on the subject in which they were talking about at the time. And it went left, and I bounced. I
Yeah,
rage
me
quit.
too. I was like, "Hey, I'm with you, Brian." After you were leaving, I dropped a few more comments, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to. This is stupid." And it's like, I thought, like, oh, we're not doing this, but we're just doing a different version of it, apparently.
Yep. Just the same crap, the same nonsense, just different people involved now.
Yep. I
What are
was
you
like,
making?
well, a gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's for Angel's twisted metal costume here.
And did you hear also through the grapevine that they are also casted out your boy Rudy? He's no longer part of that crew over there as well.
Ha! What did he do?
Look, I don't know. I just was I got wind of
Oh,
it through.
oh my God, did you hear him? Wait, no, it was Big Windy. Big Windy, she was like, you better watch your back, nigga.
Oh no, no. What?
Fucking dude, it was nuts.
What did he do?
Um,
What?
she
Somebody's
left
got to
right
tell me what he
after she
does.
said it. She left right after yeah, like right after she said it. That was the last thing she said. And I think it was yesterday he went on panel. He was just going on about her saying the N-word, and then they were talking about like people in prison and you can't say the N-word forever or something. I was like, whatever.
It's so odd to me that it takes people a lot longer than myself to figure other people out. Um, and that's one of the reasons I have just been staying quiet when those ladies have been saying all the things they've been saying about Vegas Valley.
Hmm.
You and I have been saying this same things that they're saying, pointing out the same flaws, same behavior for almost over a year. And now that they're saying it, people are going, "Oh, my eyes are open." I'm like, "Why were your eyes when we were saying it a long time ago?"
Well, the thing was, Joey was, I guess, still around. But in my mind, Joey's still around. I don't even think, I'm not even, convinced he's going to jail yet. So we'll see. We'll see if he goes to jail first of all.
Hang on a second. I got to take a phone call. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm trying to fix a gun to this guy, but I don't know how. Maybe if I flip it. Something like that looks a little better, honestly. You give him a gun where his dick would be. This is my gun, baby. Double dong gun. He has a double dong gun. That's right. That's right. Angel Newfound Life. Double dong. They will never take Joey alive. I'm a be his guard, and I'm a fucking every day. I'm a fucking walk by and throw a fucking razor into his cell. And be like, hey, nobody loves you, Joey. Throw a razor. Just kidding. Oh, you fucked up. Oh, I got a picture of the baby. I framed it. I framed a picture of the baby here from a month ago. You little picture of the baby. Yeah, she's watching me work now. Whenever I'm doing work, she's watching. R.I.P. Rudy again. We hardly knew you. Angel's newfound pussy killing machine. Angel newfound life kills the pussy. um, yeah, Angel has actually been pretty cool lately. Since Joey's been gone. Since Joey's been gone, I can breathe again. Since Joey's been gone. Let's see. I'm making them upside down because they look better like that. They're probably just too big, huh? I make them tinier. I think if I put them right here and I put like a rail or something to hold them, then it would look better. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do like our bar in between here. It's going to run past here and then it'll go boop like that. So I'll click this again. I'm going to group it because I want this color. I'm going to draw that real quick and then I'll come back over here. Whoop. Don't need that. Banana. Boop. And group it. And move this over here. Put this over here. Bum bum banana. That's the man with the name he loved to say. But you mustn't say, cause his name can be said by anyone. I think this needs to be right here. This one's gonna have to be close. So, put this right here, get rid of that. Put this over here. Boop, ba-doo, boop, boop, ba-doo, boop, boop. Ba-doo, ba-doo. Ba, ba, banana. Ba, ba, banana. Ba-da-da-da. Okay, so this will go in the back. And oh wait, no, it has to be in front of this though. I don't think. No, wait. Can I move all this up? No, I can't. So this has to be. How do I do this? How do I do this? I gotta ungroup everything. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. Let's see. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe not. I think this whole wheel is together. So if I put it in the back, boop. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Now it links up right there. And this little gun, maybe I could put, no, that won't work like that.
All right. Sorry, I'm back. All
right. I'm still drawing guns over here.
Did I miss anything important? I'm looking in the chat. What's up, everybody? Hey, Sea Light, what's going on out there in corner? Crispy Pickles, Just Peachy's in the chat. Anybody else? Internet God. I don't know if Puffy is in the chat still. She said she was in class.
Yeah, she said she was doing class. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Working?
Yeah, working and just catching up because I don't really stay online or get online on the weekends. Even though you kind of went over to Paul's stream, we had some fun on Paul's stream. He wasn't feeling too well, so I hopped on here to because he's my guy, so I had to kind of get on there and help him feel better.
Yeah,
that was kind of a fun stream on what was that Saturday night, late Saturday night.
Yeah, I popped in on I watched one of those videos and I was like, damn. Like, and then I went and checked on him like his live, and he was chilling with Liz. And I was like, okay,
yeah,
right, but
had to get him feeling in better spirits, so that was fun. And then I stayed offline until today, and I had to catch up in the YouTube streets again.
Nice.
Kind of wish I hadn't done so. Like, geez. And then when people come over there and I just don't have a whole lot of respect for people who, when you voice your opinion and it disagrees with their opinion, that they want to jump all over you, jump down your throat because you just don't agree or have the same opinion of either someone or the topic that they do.
What were you guys arguing over? What was the topic? Because I heard you guys talking. That's like right when I clicked in. I heard him. I heard like I think AC, and he was going on about something. Then I heard you talking, and then that ASMR guy just cut in and started going to town on everything.
Yeah, I don't even know ASMR,
I don't
other than
either.
what I've seen. I just saw him going really hard at Joe for a time. And then like I said, AC and he's on my Discord, and I've talked to AC and said, "Hey, look, I want to talk to you about why you keep saying this race baiting, not just because of Rue. I was asking, what's race baiting to him, what it means, all this kind of stuff." And he invited me to go over to one of his channels, and I stayed up one night last week, and I sat in the dark and tried to join, and they just never brought me up because I was going to have that conversation with him on his friend's channel just to kind of get some perspective. And then I saw him again on today on Wabbits, and I was like, okay, well, let me get over there and just see if Angel told me that I was unblocked over there now. And so I went over there and to have the same conversation with AC about the noose and the imagery of what people would consider uh, a symbolic or symbolism of hate, and just kind of give some perspective and why I don't think if anybody says a noose is uh, part of a hate speech or a hate group, that's not race baiting, in my opinion. So, I mean, you can use other examples of someone being a race baiter, but that particular example to me just doesn't make sense. And so that's what we were originally supposed to be up there and talking about. And then all of a sudden, everybody wanted to bring up the year communication they have from a year ago and all this other
Right?
stuff and other examples. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not here for all that. I was not there for that. I'm just talking about the recent conversation that he and I had, and that was it.
Yeah, and I think she was saying something like they were putting her pictures like next to nooses or some shit. Like, weren't they like doing something weird where it's almost like subliminally just some weird racism or something?
I don't know. I'd say I have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to that kind of stuff. I have absolutely no opinion, no um, history on what they did or who they did it to or any of that. So I bowed out at that point. I was just like, I don't know anything, and so I can't make a comment. I don't have an opinion.
Yeah.
So, but the thing that they just allowed that to happen on a channel that has nothing to do with any of that. Also, it's just one of those things. I think that's what gets people into these drama and divisive and just a bunch of BS, and people start looking at people who allow that on the channel in a different light, and then they wonder why people are looking at them a certain way when they willfully allow something that has nothing to do with them to be a part of what they are trying not to be a part of on their channel. If you don't want to be about drama and you allow that drama to happen, that's just, you got to take responsibility for it, Chief.
Yeah, it might be like a learning curve still. They might just be. It's always like. I feel like they're a little behind on the YouTube. What would they say? The YouTube streets or whatever.
The
Like
streets.
at least knowing what the hell they're doing. It always seems like they're a little bit behind, and they're kind of
Hmm.
learning things the hard way, which is fine. I mean, that's how we all learn.
But if you don't want to be about something that happened in the past, you got to stop talking about it. If you're the victim of it, or the person who keeps on doing it, either both of them, I think, if you want to let it go and move on, just stop bringing it up.
Right?
But
Like,
sometimes people
uh,
still like to have drama, and
that's the thing, though. It'd be like, imagine if I was still talking about the shit Joey did a year ago. I'd be like,
right.
that's nuts. Just find a new topic. Go, if that's your thing and you want to troll somebody or something. I mean, if she's not, it'd be like the thing with Mike Cerrone. It'd be like if Mike Cerrone kept doing the same crap over and over, which he kind of reverted back to, in my opinion. But like when he kept doing it and then he stopped for a while, and I was like, oh well, if he's not doing that crap anymore, just give him a chance to
Hmm.
be normal. And
I
it
heard you
doesn't
and
seem
Mike.
like Guru's race baiting, in my opinion. I don't think she is.
Well, I don't know all the back history, but what I have known, and again, I base my opinions on my interactions with people. My interactions with her does not seem to me as she's a race baiter at all. But
Yeah.
again, that's just my interaction with her. But I also heard that you and Mike C broke up, and I just wanted to make sure you're okay, and you're going to get through the breakup okay without breaking down and crying on a live stream, right?
Well, I didn't tell him. I just kind of did it very publicly. I was like, I breaks up, Mike, and that was it.
So you're kind of like in high school when we were like broke up with a girl but didn't tell her. You just show
Yeah,
up with your new girlfriend. You just
yeah.
show up with your new girlfriend.
It'd be like, oh, I didn't know you still went to the school.
Yeah. I thought you got the note in your locker. I'm sorry. I thought you. Silly.
Like,
It
you
was in
found
your
out when
textbook.
everybody else found out. Yeah, but
Oh, dude.
it was just like, again, it was like, I don't know, I was trying to just get away from a little bit of that drama for a bit, and especially when it's like those two-faced people. It was like, in my opinion, he's not changing. He's just not doing it to me this time. He's doing it to like Quick Vic and them this time, where it's like, oh, he's just gonna go behind your back and talk shit. It's still his personality.
Yep.
And I mean, it's not always like, oh, somebody did something to me, I'm super offended. I find other people, like when they do other things to other people, sometimes I find it offensive too. It's like I just don't want to be around it. Yes.
Yep.
Well,
It's
at least
like,
just at this point.
yeah, and again, look, everybody is now trying to, that was never who I really was. Let me show you the new, me and who I really am and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine, but dang, how many days are we into this? And it's like they're going right back to doing some of this
Right?
nonsense that are out there. I'm just like, come on, man.
I mean, like, I expect people to make it more than like 2 weeks. And most people on YouTube make it like a day, maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
And sometimes not even a day, So
Yeah. Well, I heard the angel said he wanted you to send him this picture or something like that too. That's kind of cool.
yeah, I was gonna email it to him.
That's nice.
I was going to, but I don't have his email. He had put it in the back chat, but I copy and pasted it. But I guess I never actually pasted it anywhere to save it. So it went away.
I don't think I have one for him either. I would give it to you in the back chat, but I don't know. I don't have it. And I sent
I'll
him.
talk to him again whenever. I'll run into him again.
Well, he might jump over here today too. After if he's, he'll get off of Wabbit and try to see what's going on. So hopefully he'll jump on over here because I sent him my Discord too, and I wanted him to jump on Discord and chop it up with me as well. You see how I use the word chop it up?
Yeah, that's why I chuckled a little. Like, ha.
A phrase I never use.
This fucking Joey started saying it. I was like, that's where I heard it first. Stupid ass Joey kept saying it over and over. He's like, come chop it up with us. And I'm like, chop, chop, chop.
I thought it was a Nunzio euphemism, but it could be Joey.
I don't know. I always heard Joey say it a lot. He might be repeating it.
I never say it. So even when I said it just then, I was kind of giggling before I even uttered the phrase. And I was like, me and Ham up here chopping it up, yo. Chopping it up.
Chop, chop, chop. I started doing the chops. You gotta do.
And it's funny because I want, hopefully, is Brian saying chop it up, racially appropriation? Oh, wait a minute.
Asians.
Hold on. You went to Zell's yesterday?
Yes, sir.
How come I didn't hear about that? Or maybe I did and I just didn't pay attention.
Well, it's because you don't watch my channel, my guy. You don't watch my videos.
You just unblocked me this morning. How am I supposed to watch it if you just unblocked me today? What happened? What went on over there?
Basically all the questions I had for her, and then she got a little real life on me kind of deal. Apparently Nunzio cheated on her before, and maybe some of the stuff she was doing might have been revenge, was what I took away from it. That's not what she said. Those are just my words.
So she didn't say he cheated, but you're just speculating that he cheated.
Well, you got to watch the interview, and then you'll get why.
Okay.
She
so she still hasn't.
Says she found messages in his phone that were something, I guess, similar to what she put in her phone with Joey, you know. And I asked her if those were her, sending her and Joey's actual messages, and she basically confirmed, yeah, they were, like she didn't deny, oh, we weren't actually sending these or anything like that, which would have been the logical lie. It would have been like, no, those are all fake. We didn't send those. What the fuck are you talking about? That would have been my go-to lie.
Oh my
um,
God. So the
but
lesson of
straight
not
up
publicly
admitted it.
like so the lesson of not publicly displaying your issues in your marital life on YouTube still has not sunk in.
Apparently for them, I already knew that lesson.
No, I'm talking about for them. I'm just saying that she seems to still be like, yeah, should have probably
Well,
learned
I
to
was
just
I
not
was
say this.
trying. I think that's why she kicked me off of too, because I was kind of getting information that she didn't want to really disclose. I think so. I think that's
Mhm.
part of why she kicked me off too, because she was just like, this is not going in a way that she wanted it to. She was
Yeah,
oddly
it's
friendly with me too. Like in the beginning, like her first words were like super high, like hi, like be friendly. So this other like I'm thinking like I wasn't planning to. I was coming in, I was gonna go
uh,
in there and be like, Yahoo, but I really controlled myself.
I don't know who she is, to be honest with you. I can't really, again, render an opinion on what's going on and how what they were doing. It just all looks suspect.
Hmm.
And let me tell you, if I'm trying to out Liz, hey Paul, if I'm trying to out Liz as my leaker to my channel, I'm not gonna go in there and start having sexual messages to kind of and expose the
Hmm.
person who's leaking the stick message. I might sit there and talk bad about another channel. I might try to say, hey, only you and I know that we're only pretending to not like canned banana, so we're gonna go in there and talk shit. And if they leak that we were talking shit about ham banana, then we know it was Liz.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna
I
go
mean,
in there. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there and be like, "Oh, baby, show me what you're working with."
I gotta create the most juiciest story in the world. At everybody's expense. That means the most to the two-lined everybody, right? like,
Right.
yeah, yeah. That apparently that was. It made sense in their minds that hey, yeah, the people will believe this. I mean, I wonder if they thought this up when they were like cuddling in bed. They were like, what if they catch us? And we'll say we're trying to suss out the moles. We're mole hunting. I forgot I gave him some Nikes. Look at his Nike shoe.
Did you is Mr. P in the background? I don't know if she got the link or not, but he might be in the background. I don't know if you were looking.
Mm-mm. No, there's nobody here.
Oh, okay.
I would have heard a ding dong.
So I never use StreamYard to go live, and I don't know anything about how it's used when you guys use it.
Yeah, it has like a little doorbell.
Mm.
And then
So
when people,
I see there's a Lucifer account in there. So has it been like completely established that they were all of the Lucifers or just some of the Lucifers? Or was that just another rumor that went
I
around?
think that's bullshit. I don't get why Zal would ever be a Lucifer account. I mean, as far as I know, Zal, doesn't even watch my channel or anything. Why would she all of a sudden be like, I'm going to go pretend I'm hand banana and do a bunch of weird things? That ain't
Mm,
make no sense. Yeah, ain't
yeah.
make no sense, Brian.
So let me ask you a question because this is a point of contention with Rudy, who has spoken to me on Discord about it, and then he dropped off Discord and blocked me or something like that. He said, I don't know,
Oh,
but
nice.
he kept coming to me and trying to again interfere with you and I being friends, and he kept saying, well, Ham Banana is a Trump, not Trump, but a Thumper 88 supporter, and he's a chomo, and it's been proven he's a chomo. And I just have a question because I don't think I've ever come out and spoke about this subject on anybody's panel. But if you don't want to talk about it, I won't talk about it. But I want to ask you and the people in the chat something, if I may, if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead. That's totally fine.
So if I understand the facts, and again, Thumper and I used to talk all the time. He is in the Dallas area. We don't live close to each
Brian,
other, but
hold on, Mr.
yeah.
P here. I just want to say hi, Mr.
Oh,
P, and then
What's up, guys?
hey, what's up, man?
all right, that was it. Cool.
Okay, so I don't know. I didn't know anything about the allegations, and I didn't hear the story until after the fact. My only issue with Thumper was that he was sitting on a panel where they had my wife's picture up there, and he could have easily told everybody that I am not a Lucifer, and he chose not to. And I think you remember that stream when he was on there, and he was just saying, "Hey, I'll tell everybody in the morning. I'm not going to out who the Lucifer accounts are," and he was allowing people to speculate that I was a Lucifer.
Times.
Yeah. So that was my problem with him. It had nothing to do with his background. Then I hear something about his background, and I just want to make sure everybody understands why I'm still just not convinced that people should be labeling him what they've been labeling him. And the reason I say that, if my facts are straight, he was dating or having relations with a 16-year-old girl, right? Was she 16?
15 or 16. Somewhere around there.
Okay. So
She said
it was, if it was
16 when she got pregnant, I think. So I don't know. She was
okay.
16 when they did it, or 15.
Okay. So the reason I keep saying people to have an open mind when it comes to these types of things is if and I had this conversation with someone that I consider a very knowledgeable and educated individual. If you look up from state to state, it varies on how old a woman can be to make the decision to have consensual sex. And there's a lot of states. 16 is that number. Just because you're in Texas and that number is 17 doesn't necessarily make you a chomo. A chomo is when you're molesting small little children and all this other. I have a different connotation when it comes to that word. But there's a lot of people, and especially if you go to Oklahoma, then you have a lot of people who are dating 16-year-olds and having relations with 16-year-olds, and it's not legally considered a crime. So without knowing all the details, and I don't care to, I don't go out and blindly make these assumptions on labeling somebody that if I just don't know all the details. And again, it's none of my business to begin with. So when you are up there having your conversations with him and you're trying to get to more details behind it, I don't understand why you would, why people would give you a hard time to just trying to like have a conversation with the guy to understand more of the information.
Well, when we at first they gave me a hard time. Everybody gave me a hard time. But when we brought Thumper up and we really talked about it and we got to, the nitty-gritty parts of it, it was 30 years ago. He stayed with this girl for like 10 years, had kids, and till this day still knows them, lives near them apparently, and still is in communication and has happy relations with them. So, oh, Spike gave me $2. No, give me more money, Spike. Maybe I'll think about it. Give me more money. More than $2, Spike. You got to buy my love. I'll make him love me for money. Oh, what was I talking about? That totally distracted me. Thank you, Spike. I appreciate the $2. I really do. Thank you. It really does help out a lot. And no, I won't unblock you unless you give me more money, honestly.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with the internet guy's comment. You can. It's not a pedophile. He's not a pedophile. He might be a child molester. He molested a small, a younger, underage child. Get it? That may be 100% on point, but not a pedophile.
Yeah, so that was the thing where it was like, is he actively pursuing kids, or was it just like there was a time where I dated a girl where I was 20 and she was 16. She turned 17, and we started doing things, but her family liked me and junk, so there was no issues. Right. It was like, and plus the age difference wasn't that big, it was just a 3 almost 4 years. So it was it was not that bad. Yeah. And
Yeah.
plus the girl was a raver chick. This chick actually seduced me, which is amazing. She showed up at my house unannounced one day, came to the side, knocked on my window, and just like came over and just started hanging out with me. And at this time, I didn't know her. She was just a friend of a friend. I was like, I didn't even know she knew where I lived. And then the next week, she got some drugs and came over again and gave me some drugs and seduced me. It was amazing. Oh shit, $5. Whoop whoop, winning. Whoop 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 whoop, winning. Long live the Lord.
You're getting way too excited over $5, bro.
Hey man, it's adding up, dude. I get paid monthly, dude.
I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm glad.
Hey, I missed that. I was not paying attention. If you're going to say
got
something
distracted
important.
by money. I got distracted by money. That just derails me.
He really, really, really likes $5.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
So,
anything you want, $5. Anything you want, $5.
Yeah, Drinks. I heard you discussing the whole Rue thing. I'm a fan. I don't care what they say, what she does. I like Rue personally.
Yeah, all my experiences with her have been like nice. At first, I didn't care for Rue, like because I thought she was like a bit loud or something. It was just like I don't know. The personality wasn't catching me at first, but the more I hung around and like the things she seems to stand for. She seems like a really nice person. That was just like, yeah, and then like AC and them still attacking her and bringing up shit from like a year ago out of everything. It's just like,
I mean, when I watch the video that they play as like evidence of like, her true character, what I'm seeing is that, and I don't know if at the time it's true and she figured it out, or I don't know what the motivation is. I mean, it is a drama community, but I see that she's pissed. And that's not a fake anger. Like she's legitimately upset. And I don't know if she was, somebody gaslit her. I don't know, what happened, but I'm not seeing her faking it there. So the other part of it is that these guys are not liking her mainly because they feel that they're being attacked for doing nothing. And if they truly did nothing, then okay, that's fine. But there's something that happened between those guys, and I really believe that she was gaslit to some degree, and that's what started the whole thing. And now they're just like, you're a liar, nothing happened, blah blah blah, and here we are today, a year later, still.
But a year later, and they still didn't let it go.
But the funny thing, Mr. P, the thing that I really am taking out of this is kind of what you said when you first started talking. You saw us and you were like, I like Rue. Regardless of whatever anybody else's opinions, you could have came on there and said, you know what, I saw it, and I kind of still on the fence, or I don't like Rue. But you wouldn't be the person to come up here and say, because you don't like Rue, you're going to try to convince everybody to not like Rue. My whole thing is that Rue just joined whatever little circle or community, if you want to call it that we have all traveled in. And she's trying to kind of get away from doing some of that other stuff that she will, I guess, would belong to originally.
Sure.
And now they're following her over here and bringing the nonsense that nobody knows. We were never there. We don't know the backstory. I don't care to know the backstory. I'm only basing my opinions, just like I base my opinion upon you and anybody else here, on my interactions with you. Not because somebody else is telling me what to think, not because they showed me a video of how somebody acted a year ago. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt based upon how our experiences together, and that's it.
Yeah, and I'm basing my friendship with her, or whatever you want to call it, YouTube acquaintanceship. You know what I'm saying. But like, I'm basing it on the same way. But at the same time, I actually like AC, and I actually like ASMR or ASMR.
Same.
So what I've done is gone up to talk to both of them and ask them, can you please like explain to me why you're actually feeling like this? Because I'm getting nothing but good vibes from Rue. I know she's a little bit, likes the drama a little bit, but like that's, hey, welcome to the show kind of deal. I don't have a problem with her. And every time they want to talk about everything, they're bringing up the history of, this whole deal. And again, I'm seeing some kind of miscommunication that is just never been resolved. That's just my take.
You're not missing it. You're not missing it. You just don't want to hear about it. That's it. I'm not missing it at
Yeah.
all either. And like I said, don't try to convince me to think like you. Don't try to convince me to think about someone because you think about someone. That's just a sign of just like immaturity to me. If you're sitting there trying to say, "Hey, I don't like ham banana," so Brian, you can't like ham banana. That's just not a good tactic. It doesn't make you look
Would it
in a
would
good
this
light
be
to
in
me.
bad taste if I drew him hanging from a noose?
No.
Yes.
Okay. What if I draw several nooses and I have him hanging from several nooses?
Well, he is green, so I mean,
Is he
I'm gonna
green?
vote no, but
What color is he? Is he green?
dude, do you know colors or
No,
like what's going on?
I explained this the other day. I'm dumb when it comes to colors. What
That looks
color is
blue to me. Oh, he looks green in the face.
Yeah.
okay.
So
Green
banana,
face?
that's green face.
Nah, that's ugly green. I thought he was white.
No, it's a green face. I mean, maybe
Oh.
his body's white because his skin is white. I guess. Yeah.
Oh, that was the goal. But I mean, if he doesn't look white and he looks green,
Well, I to be honest with you, it was far away and I couldn't see it, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can put him in a noose. I'll give you the.
you
I'm
know what?
okay with it from
I'm
white.
gonna do a lighthearted joke. I'm gonna give him a skateboard. He's in the right
There you
position for it.
So I was drinks. I was having this like not debate, but I was kind of messing with people the other day about like what's racist and what's not racist. So apparently the noose is racist. You would agree with that?
I was race baiting.
Well, again, I think the noose has a racist connotation to it in the imagery.
Right.
You could be using the noose and trying to use it as some type of an example or some type of a point. You would have to explain it to me in a situation. So I'm not going to be the guy who's going to sit there and say every time you see a noose, it's got a racial element to it. You would just have to explain it to me before me to make that that kind of conclusion.
Sure. And I'm not trying to get you to necessarily commit. Like if you was like, hey, it has a racial connotation, I'll accept that that's basically racist to an extent, whether you want to commit to it or not. Now,
Okay.
how about let me see, a sombrero. Is a sombrero racist?
I don't think a sombrero is racist. I think that's a part of a cultural thing. I mean, I think it's part of historically, it's a Mexican fashion, part of Hispanic or Mexican fashion. So I don't think
Okay.
it's racist
It's
at
a
all.
hat.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a hat. Okay, perfect. So how about watermelon?
I mean, if you throw the hat on the ground and you start dancing around it, then that might become a little racist. You know, if you're just like,
Whoa, back up. Why?
it'd be like Mr. P. If you go buy a sombrero and then you throw it on the ground, then you just start dancing around. It'd be like, Mr. P, why are you doing that?
Right, you're
I don't
being
see
racist, right? Is
I
that
don't
what
know
you're
if
saying?
that's racist.
I would think
think
it was not racist. I guess it would just be like weird. It would be like, that boy ain't right. You know,
It's like you're poking fun at Mexicans, kind of.
you're
Right?
poking fun
Kinda.
at Mexicans, right?
kind of.
Yeah.
But it would also be like, man, if I saw you doing that, I'd be like, that's like
Yeah.
funny
Like,
in
what
a
the
way.
fuck you doing?
It would be
You know,
funny though. Like I wouldn't be offended. I guess I would be more like, it looks stupid probably, but I mean, I don't know. I might laugh. I might laugh. I don't know.
Was that racist? I just
Okay.
did.
Yeah,
Was that
no, I
racist
mean,
what I just did?
not really. I mean, it's kind of an imitation, right? I mean, if I did an imitation
Right.
of you, would I be racist? Like, well, not
Oh
you,
my
but if I.
god,
Right.
dude.
Right.
The
What?
other day, so you know that like that Muslim guy and that black dude that was on Savage Dave's show or Silly Wabbits or whatever the other day, and the Muslim
Yes.
guy they were doing the Allah Akbar 9/11. I was driving to my girlfriend's house and I didn't have the radio on, and the whole time I was thinking of skits in my head, and it was gonna be like this jihad dude and this other jihad, and he was like, "Oh, your jihad game's weak," and they're like, they have bombs, and they're like, "My bomb, boom! I get on the virgin, you get no virgin, you done it," and they're just arguing and they're holding bombs, and I was doing this like these fucking voices back and forth to myself, just in
You really
the
should
car
record
in
stuff like that and
silence.
write it down.
Dude, for like 20 minutes while I was driving, just doing these voices and insulting each other with these voices. And I was like, I wanted to draw some characters, And then I was like, okay, this is gonna be racist though. I was like, I mean, but it was funny in my mind. I was having fun, so I don't know.
No, I personally I love racial humor. I absolutely love it. I think if you're going to get into the arena of like, hey, we're going to make fun of different races and different cultures, and you sit in that room, you're accepting that you're going to get made fun of, and everyone's going to get made fun of, and we're going to find it funny together, right? We're going to find the humor in cultures and races, right? So
100%.
it's not offensive. But what I'm trying to understand is the context of where like you take items and you convert them into, so for example, the noose is kind of like a sensitive one. If I took, watermelon, for example, and fried chicken, and I put them together, is that, am I making a statement, or is that racial?
Say that again about the watermelon chicken.
So let's just say I'm walking around with watermelon and fried chicken.
Say watermelon and chicken real quick.
Is that watermelon and chicken? Am I saying it right?
What
I don't think
somebody just mentioned watermelon and chicken?
I don't necessarily think
Like
that's
ears pop up and everything.
I think that's funny. It could be funny. It could be funny. It could be racial humor in the watermelon chicken stuff. But it's also notoriously known as kind of like a racial trope, if you will, to a certain degree. But I don't think in this day and age that a lot of people would be offended by it. And I'm one of those.
Right.
I would not be offended by that.
Well, the funny thing is, because everybody loves fucking fried chicken,
Yeah,
like,
I do. I eat like it's like
what
half
else?
of my diet.
Freaking grape sodas and shit, like all the stupid things that people say.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me think. I had a couple of them the other day, and I couldn't. Now I'm trying to remember them. What about like if I painted my eyes to look a little bit Asian and started walking around? Is that racist?
Yeah, I think that might be racist. Because then we're
If I'm
gonna have
just
to ask
walking around
why.
being me
Why?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to ask you a question like, why did you do that?
Right.
Why-
Well, if I'm just walking around and I have my eyes kind of painted to try to be, Asian, but I'm not acting that way, I'm just walking around, is that racist?
Oh, I guess
think
it
so.
really
I think
depends
it
on
is.
why you did it. Then I think at that point, like, it would be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Do you
Right. What's the intention?
What was your intention to make fun of Asian people? Then it might be racist. Was your intention to try to be an Asian person? You feel like you're, one of those misgendered at birth, and you want to be Asian or something.
Okay. But see where I would cross the line is if I was acting that way. So if I then followed up with, kind of pulling my lip up a little bit so it sticks and you can see my teeth, and then I start shouting, Asian insults or something. I would consider that crossing the line.
Those what do they call them?
what I'm
Like they used to call them like the wigger kids, the little wiggers.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Would that be racist? Not calling them those words. I mean, the way they behave, because they're white, but they're also they're behaving.
You can say.
Black
I think
culture.
you can have things. I think you can have something with a racial element, but it not be racist. It could have like a racial connotation to it, but you're not saying that you are, hate a specific group or a specific race.
Yeah, it'd be
Racism
like
is
if
just
anything, they actually liked the race so much that they were kind of,
Yeah, that's kind of cultural
more
appropriation.
culture.
That's kind of more cultural appropriation.
So back that up, because you just said something. How are you defining racism? Drinks or Brian?
It's racism is synonymous with prejudice or discrimination based upon their their ethnic group.
So you're discriminating, meaning that it's not trying to be funny. It's more about just not liking them, or like say, hey,
Or
don't go around that
discriminating,
area
or
because of this or that, or
right.
treating somebody
I
in
don't-
a certain way based on their color.
I hate you because of your
Right.
who you are, your racial or your ethnic group, or you're not getting this job because your race or your ethnic group.
What about
or
on
you can't be part of this group because of your races or ethnic group. That's
What
all racism.
South Park? Remember when Randy says the N word for people that annoy you? Was that racist? You guys ever seen that? What's wrong with you guys? You never
Oh my
seen when
God.
Randy goes on Wheel of Fortune and he says the N word?
Never.
No.
Wow,
Sorry.
you guys.
I watch way too much National Geographic. I'm white. So.
You gotta watch South Park, bro.
Is that racist?
I was poor. I didn't have South Park and cable back then. I don't know.
Are you still poor, Brian?
black.
Were you just
I'm
a poor
black, and I
black
was
kid
poor.
from the ghetto like Elvis?
I'm joking, man. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
You didn't get it. You missed that
In
one.
the ghetto.
I was trying to be the poor black guy. The token
Yeah, no, I
poor
heard it.
black guy.
It's all good.
May I have another? May I have another poor porridge? Wait, that was a white kid, wasn't it?
Oh my God! Speaking of that, the what's his name? Dave Chappelle's.
Oh yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
All
The
that?
family.
Yeah, the family.
Oh my God!
Oh
it's like literally
my God,
my
dude.
favorite skit.
I tried to share that before, and it was like, nope. YouTube was like, nope.
No way.
Apparently, he could do it, but I can't even share him doing it without getting in trouble.
Oh my God! Now this is
I
going
like
to be.
the
I already know the answer
the
to this.
KKK member that's blind. That one's my favorite bit with the racism. Or
Actually, I'm
the
not
time
going to say it.
the time traveling ones where they're like
Yes.
go back in time to kill the fucking whatever's slave owner.
And then he, when he gained his eyesight, he divorced his white wife because she was an in lover.
Oh my God, dude. Fucking hilarious.
Forgot about that. Oh my God. Stuff like that. It's just funny, man. That's why I love Dave Chappelle, because he's like he really kind of just puts it out on blast and finds the humor in it.
Are we race baiting right now?
I think we are. I think we are.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe they ASMR in them, but I think now we're just chilling.
Well, go ahead, Mr. P. I think you had a point that you were trying to get to as well. So I'm not gonna.
I think when you're race baiting, you're setting somebody up for, a way to call them racist. I think when you're race baiting, we're not really finding a way to be like, oh, well, you're a racist. We're just
exactly
talking about racism.
So using the food example, like if I was like, hey, what do you want to eat? And he's like, fried chicken. It's just like, and I'm African American. That's race baiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to get them to, or it could be the opposite. Hey, what do you think we should eat? Well, do you want fried chicken or something? What are you, racist? That's like race baiting. Basically is the idea. But my thing is that I'm finding that there's a lot of stuff creeping into our culture that's becoming racist. And if you take the, like, for example, we were talking about the noose, and you start applying that to a lot of different things, you might argue something is not racist based on, like, for example, the sombrero didn't really, wasn't found racist because it's not really, there's nothing to do with, a past history.
What if I take a sombrero and I put it in a noose and I put a bunch of sad Mexicans looking at it crying? Is that racist?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Racist.
I would say it's
borderline,
racist,
right? That's getting there. It'd be like, oh, they're crying because the hat died. That's like, it's like when they do the Indian guy and he cries whenever somebody drops a little tiny piece of trash on the floor. Like that's probably a little racist, right? Just like a little.
But I'm trying to figure out the correlation. I'm still trying to figure out the correlation between a sombrero and the noose towards your point.
It's not a good relation. But my point is that you can take something like a noose, because at the end of the day, like, black people weren't the only ones hung, right? I mean, yes, we went through a period of it, but
there's
all kinds of races have hung. That was the preferred method of death
people, right?
for years and years and years and years. Right. So, but now we're associating the noose, with racism. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, how do we prevent that from happening and continuing to be, you know what I'm trying to get at? I'm not making putting it together properly.
I think I kind of understand what you're saying, but let me just rebut by saying this.
Sure.
A noose is not necessarily the cause or the only method of death for slaveries. Right. The reason why there's a racial element to the noose is because it was used as a scare tactic in the United States to have people move out of their homes because they were in all white neighborhoods. It was used as a symbolism that they were going to come after your children and hang them if they were interacting or speaking to someone who was white or the Emmett Till situation, where if he made a comment to a white woman. This is a symbolism of not death or punishment. It was a scare tactic that was commonly used against black people in the United States.
Right.
That is where the imagery comes from. Not because
course.
it was used in the Western time or Western civilization. It was
Oh,
because of what it was done.
$5.
I didn't see it.
Winning.
Oh, there you go.
And I think
Does
that
that
if we
mean I actually
educate
have to
our,
unblock Spike
people
now?
more
Because
about
he
what
did
the
give me more
news.
money.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Just went quiet on me for some strange reason.
$5, Brian. All right, I'm done. I'm done yelling about $5.
Really excited, guys, about the $5, as you can see.
I think
keep it
Brian
up.
broke his microphone again. You broke your microphone again. You got to
You guys still
wiggle the
hear me?
cord.
I lost
There you go. Now
all
we can hear you.
type
Now we
of
can hear you.
volume.
Sure, it's
That
the
was a
mic, or
bribe
is it a
to
service
unblock
issue?
Hey, this is working. Maybe I'll block a random person tomorrow, and then we'll. Just kidding. It was funny because I blocked Spike for no reason. Literally no.
Why
reason.
did you? But why? I mean, what was the just like? Fuck Spike. Is that?
Well, I was like the channel. We're moving forward, and I was like thinking, do we really want neutral parties around?
Ooh.
And
You're drawing lines?
Well, I always draw lines. There's always been lines. I mean, there's lines.
Interesting.
There's always been lines.
So you don't consider me neutral anymore?
Nope.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, I mean, you went out your way to say your piece about Joey.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm definitely, when it comes to Joey, I'm not neutral.
Joey, I mean, Spike, on the other hand, sat there. He's never spoken a word to Joey about using my dead brother's pictures. He's never even spoke up about any of the stuff that Joey's done to him, stealing his music, reusing his music and stuff. So with Spike, I guess a lot of it's perceived weakness that I feel from him. Not that he doesn't have his values, because Spike has a lot of value in things that I plan to do in the future, but also the risk reward is not worth it to me.
Sure.
That much of value, of somebody that has all that talent, can make music and do voices and junk for cartoons, but also is willing to sit on a panel and, mock the dead, or, at least support it or whatever. It was like a kind of a tough decision to move on without him in a way. But, weighing all those things is why it was like Spike didn't really do anything, but also I kind of decided to move on without him in a way. It was like, it was like, we're going to move on without you, Spike, in a way. But, if you give me money, I will unblock you. And he gave me money. So I guess.
So I don't know Spike personally very well. I think it's actually a lot of the people out there, he's probably one of the people I know the least. But the one thing I do notice about him is that he is really trying to stay out of the bullshit. And he's, there's a lot of relationships that he's trying to maintain across, across the lines of perceived sides. And I kind of appreciate that. I mean, the way I look at Joey, I'm like, man, if anybody goes there, you're just dumb. But I also respect the fact that, you can go there, stay out of the bullshit, and, just kind of do whatever you want. And that's kind of what I wanted. So to go against that is to kind of do the thing that I tried to run from. You know what I'm saying? So
I get what you were running from, because it's like, oh yeah, you can't go nowhere, blah blah blah. And it's like, again, that's why it wasn't like, oh, I didn't know and tell him really when I blocked him either. The same way with Mike Cerrone, it was not like I really went out of my way too much to tell him, like, hey, you're blocked, blah blah blah. I just kind of did it, and it was like, all right, I'm moving on with my life now.
But like, I'm sure like you don't like ASMR. Like right now, I like ASMR.
Yeah. I don't care if you go over there. I mean, if you go over there and he starts talking shit about me and you join in and you're like, yeah, fuck Hand Banana, then it's going to be like a Mike Cerrone situation where it's like, dude, like you go there, it's like, just because you go somewhere, you don't got to talk shit about, other people. You don't have to join in or whatever. Like, you're not joining in talking shit about ASMR right now. And I don't, care. You're not picking sides. It's not a big deal. I mean, I hardly know the guy. So, I mean, I'm not even really, I just know he, he's always always kind of being bitchy. Yeah,
And
that's
he doesn't like Rue. Definitely doesn't like
he
Rue.
doesn't like women, in my opinion. But
Oh,
yeah, so
maybe.
that's
I'm not sure.
yeah. I don't think he's gay. I just think he's a fucking incel.
Oh, he might be. I don't really know him that well.
I
I
don't
like
either.
AC. Do you like AC?
No.
Okay. Is there
Well,
a particular reason or?
oh yeah, very particular reason.
Okay. Well, you don't have to say it, obviously, but so far, I like AC. He's been really nice. I kind of like his show. It's still, he talks about people I don't really know that well. That's the only thing. It's like
Yeah.
a different sector, sounds like.
Yeah,
But
and
you know-
that's what I try to stay away from that sector a bit because they are like we think we're drama, but that sector is the one that just took down fucking Joey because they are like real life drama. They call CPS. They do all this crazy shit. You know, they're fucking porn bombers. Like there's a lot that goes on in that community that I'm trying to stay away from.
Gotcha. Is there a name to that community? Like, obviously we're associated with the
they're-
drama community, but
I think they're basically we're basically a light drama and they're the hardcore drama in real life.
this is light drama.
Yeah, this is light drama. We do light drama over
Drama
here.
light, yes, drama light.
Like,
That's for sure.
Like Joey wasn't going to prison until they came around. You know, I wasn't snitching on Joey, and I could have so many times. And I mean, I love that they did it. I mean, I love it.
Yeah, me too. But I wouldn't have done it, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
I
say
wouldn't-
Yeah, Mr. P. It's funny because I always tell the people this: just because none of us did it, like Ham Banana, myself, and a couple of others didn't do it, doesn't mean that we didn't all know it was happening. We just didn't want to do the things that we were saying were disgusting, doxing, and all that kind of stuff. That's why it's drama light. We'll talk about it. We'll have some fun with it a little bit, but doing and going to that degree on YouTube just would never have sat well with me if I exposed or did a tit for tat for what Joe was doing to me.
right?
I just wouldn't live with myself.
Start to lose yourself in it. That's like, yeah, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror, and it's like, you know, do you want to be responsible for some of these things, or even, you know, the cause of like, oh, somebody went to jail or whatever. Which, you know, I'm happy that he's going to fuck jail, but also
Yeah.
I pride myself on not being no snitch.
But at the same time, I think women went through a different experience than a lot of the men did. So
I
I also understand it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if it helps bring them closure, and that's how they want to do it, I'm not going to label them. I just
of course
I
not.
say stay away from.
I appreciate them actually. You know, they
Yeah, me
did
too.
way above and beyond what, you know, maybe if I even tried what I could have did. So I mean,
Exactly. But yeah, I'm really against kids. I think kids is a real
Yeah, I
hard
fucking
line
hate
for
kids.
me.
I was just joking. I just cut it.
No, I
You're
know.
like, I'm against kids. And I'd be like, yeah, kids are stupid.
Yeah, kids suck.
Stupid kids. I say we drown all the kids.
Well, they do a lot of that stuff in China. I know you're not a fan, but
Do they drown kids in China?
I'm not
You know what's funny?
drown, but they definitely get rid of a lot of kids.
Yeah, I bet.
It's funny. My son, who's a 5-year-old, has his own YouTube channel, and I have it on my page. I don't. Hopefully, nobody like uses his information to kind of make fun, but that's what he does. My wife and I decided that it was okay to do it. She approves the videos that he puts out there, and I don't see any problem with if you choose to have your kids, because there are a lot of kids who make a lot of money
Mhm.
on YouTube. And I'm trying to.
Oh, you mean
cash
putting
in
your
on that
kids
game.
out there? You're saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, he has his own channel. My 5-year-old does.
Right. Well, I'm not saying I don't like kids or don't want kids on the internet. It's just I don't believe in doxing them if they're trying to keep
using
anonymity.
them,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, using them in some kind of like drama for grown-ups to go back and forth at each other is absolutely horrible, despicable. All
Yeah,
the above.
I think that's a really good
Yeah.
word for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just don't like doxing personally because I would be
But
upset if it happened to me.
yeah,
Just
because
fight
you
me
know
on
what I'm saying.
YouTube.
You know, it's always outside of just kids. I think doing it to women, period. It's bad business for you to do it to women, and to speak down and disparagingly toward a woman. I don't care what you have to say about it. It's just not a good look for a man to say some of the things that I keep hearing, not just to Rue, but just other women.
Zal.
I just don't get down with that. I just don't
Oh,
get
you
down
should
with
have
it.
heard the things I said to Zal, man.
Oh, I
Yeah.
missed that one. I missed that one.
Yeah, where is that, by the way?
What, Sal? Or the little interview we did?
Hang on.
Or wait, what were you talking about? Were we talking about Sal or the interview?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Now
Okay. You did some kind of interview with her, or you just went against her on panel or something? Is that what happened?
yeah, it's that ham banana verse Sal. It's
didn't see-
was it are you not a member? Are you guys not members? You guys don't know love me. Sheesh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Nation!
it because I've been looking for it.
Warrior Nation! $5, baby. See, they're adding up. Those $5 are adding up. I still don't get paid for a whole month. Last month I only made $81. This month I'm already killing that. I made over like 150 this month, so that's good.
Does that mean they kept it?
Mm-hmm. So the 81 will go to the next month because you gotta break $100 to get paid out. So that kind of sucks.
But they don't
'cause
keep it.
No, they just they keep it in the AdSense account, but they obviously don't just keep it. They save it till next month to do the payout.
Gotcha.
They'll add it to the next month. So yeah, so it's definitely gonna pay out next month.
And I'm sorry, I don't know if you answered the question, but where did you like talk to her, or you went on panel? Like, what happened with?
I went on her panel and I kind of just gave her a little quick interview. Let me check. Let's see. Well, you want to watch it real quick? We can watch it.
I kind of do. I'm interested.
All right.
I'm interested as well because I don't know who
All
Zell is. I still don't know who Zell is.
What?
Yeah, she is
Where the fuck
the
have you
significant
been?
other of Nunzio.
Link for food. We need food for Spike. Spike eats spaghetti. He's a spaghetti eater. She's a spaghetti eating Spike. Wait, ain't that what you said, Brian? Didn't you call somebody a spaghetti?
No,
Yeah, is
that's
spaghetti racist?
Allegedly.
That's what Joe used to say. I was the reason he called me a spook was because I called him a spaghetti eater.
You better you call me a spaghetti eater. You better wash that fucking mud off your fucking Joey, man. There's a long history with Joey, huh? That was a year ago, man. Fucking Joey.
Or longer. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Let's see. Let's present this.
I don't see the join button.
I don't know. I don't know how it looks on that end. Let's see here.
Am I that dumb? Let's see. More. About.
Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. Wrong. I shared the wrong video.
Maybe it's a different subscribe. No.
Share screen. NSB's out.
Channel store.
Share.
Oh, you got some merch. Okay, cool.
Go. So enjoy. Let's see. Is it showing it? Yeah,
yes.
there it is.
Yep.
Tommy Marr. I put Tommy Marr up there.
I love that, man.
I mixed him in there.
That's
All right.
funny.
Yeah, I like Tommy. Tommy's a good guy too. I mean, he seems like a cool guy. If he's Saul, that means he turned into a kind of a ass. But
yeah, I was gonna say.
Dude, you better behave.
Pretty sure it is Saul.
I let you up, but you better behave, mister.
So,
ooh.
I mean, do you know nobody's buying your story, right? That you.
I don't care if nobody.
But why would you make your boyfriend look so stupid? Why would you make him look like he's getting cheated on? Why would you present yourself to be a whore? You know,
That's a good question. Starting out with a good question.
I honestly don't care what people want to say. I know what I did and what I didn't do.
Did you have sex with Joey?
I never met him.
Did he go down on you like you wrote in the text?
No, because I never met him.
Did he actually write those texts from his cell phone to your cell phone?
I don't know. Did he? I don't know.
What did you should know. You should know.
I know, right?
So you don't.
So I want to ask you a question though.
Answer the question.
Well, no, see, I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah, you're deflecting from the question.
No. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question. Yeah, it was my phone to his phone, right? It was a plan. And number two is, did you see what Angel said too?
What
did you see? Oh, you didn't see that part.
No, what did he say? Tell me. No, just tell me. What do you say?
All right, hold on. Let me get it up.
Just tell me.
I got you. Hold on. Let me pull up the screenshot. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. I'm just pulling it up from my phone. I got you. Hold on.
Who's the other person up there with the amoeba eating up the other guy up there? Who's that?
Hold on.
That something Ray.
Okay, here it is. So Angel said, so after he said fuck it, do it, right? He said hell yeah, and then he said I would definitely. So what does Angel mean by I would definitely?
I would fuck the nasty whore throwing pussy at me. Why not?
That's exactly what that sounds like it means.
I know,
that's exactly what it sounds like.
Throwing it around town. Why not?
Isn't Angel supposed to be loyal to his wife?
Okay,
though?
hold on 1 second. Pause it.
We're gonna power through this. It's almost over.
Okay.
That's the thing. I wouldn't let Joey do it or Angel do it. So that's the one thing that nobody fucking understands is that
you would do it to Nunzio. You would cheat on Nunzio.
No, I wouldn't do it to Nunzio because you didn't even know what the fuck.
Imagine if you found these messages in Nunzio's
okay,
phone.
I know.
What would you do if you found those messages in Nunzio's
I have. That's the thing. I have. So
yeah,
that's
so he cheated on you. So that's why you cheated on him.
What the fuck? I didn't cheat on him. That's a fucking difference.
Did he cheat on you? Did he cheat on you?
I don't know. Has your girlfriend cheated on you? Where's your baby, dude?
He hasn't.
Where's your baby? Have you seen your baby? No, you haven't. Okay, go fuck yourself.
I think Isabella. Oh,
you have seen your baby though.
Good baby. Yeah, I just watched my baby last night, and I watched her the night before. Here's a picture of her.
See, it's bullshit. She asked the question and then cuts you off, so you can't respond.
And then and she kicked me off too.
Yeah,
she kicked me
off.
That was
very, very manipulative.
So let me see if I get what I'm seeing from this. And again, this is only me just outside looking in. It sounds like Joe is basically, what's the word I'm looking for? He's really like bragging to Angel that he's got all these pictures and she wants to really kind of push this a little bit further than sexting or phone boning. And Angel is like, you know what? Fuck it, do it. Yeah. He's like, like if I would have had my boy ask me, man, this girl wants to throw it at me. Should I do it or should I not? And who am I supposed to tell you? No, look, go for it, Chief. Do it.
And we're like, if you're talking to Joey, Joey wants to. He's been bragging and sharing the messages with you. It's like, you keep showing me. You just might as well do it.
I don't think that Angel's not sitting there going, hey, go with the plan. He's like, go ahead. This girl's throwing it at you. Go and do it.
You guys want to see the rest? This is funny. Fucking Eric Lawless comes up next. He's fucking funny, man. I don't know if this guy's a troll or if he's a Joey sycophant. I don't know, honestly. But he's fucking
still figuring it out.
Every time he's talking, he cracks me up.
I'm with you. He cracks me up as well. I'm with you on that one.
Stop drinking. So Hannah Banana should learn to stop drinking on panels and stop doing drugs on fucking live streams.
That's
just
right.
FYI. You're gonna do drugs, Hannah Banana, get off the fucking camera. Okay, you have a child and you want to smoke pot on camera and you want to drink.
She smokes pot in front of her children.
That's why there's so many videos about you.
Yeah, I do that because weed's legal where I live.
Dude, who is she talking? Like, I mean, dude, literally,
it's legal everywhere in the United States, pretty much, right? And my baby doesn't live in my household; she lives with her mother.
Right,
so when I'm on live streams, getting high and getting hot boxed, it's not like the baby's here, you idiot. I go and watch the baby at her mother's house for the most part, and when the baby's around, I obviously don't smoke. We got a joke going around, don't hotbox the baby. Don't hotbox the baby. Yeah, that's a big no-no there. That's child abuse, so you know that.
Yeah.
I wonder if Zhao was hinting that she's going to call CPS or something on me. I mean, that's what Zhao do, right? Zhao going to do Zhao.
Yes, Eric?
Yes, hello? Oh, you can hear me?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I'm good. Oh, I'm in the show. Okay, I gotta go out real quick. Did I finish what we finished? I just feel like, Joe, I like Joe and I always like the channel, but I feel like you ruined his reputation. Because there's no way that any of this could have been.
Nice.
Yes, I really feel like
ruined Joey's reputation.
I know ever since you came around and you did things like that, the channel was good. You kind of ruined everything. You really did.
I
And you're not
really
taking
didn't though.
responsibility for anything you did. And that so-called quote unquote plan, there's no way he came up with that because he's too smart for that. That was like,
He clearly even stated it. Did
I
you
don't know
even
about
hear
that.
my stream yesterday? He
Right.
stated that he knew about the
I
plan.
can't
He
listen
was,
to it. I had to leave the community because I'm just so disappointed and hurt behind this shit.
Nice.
Like, God,
Good for you,
why
Eric.
would you like ruin his reputation?
I actually didn't ruin his reputation. Look at my live stream from yesterday because it's still up there. He clearly, if you listen to him, he spoke during my whole panel yesterday. So go do your homework and look at my panel from yesterday. Okay. All right. That's what I'm going to say with Eric.
She
Yeah.
kicked
He
him
can go
off.
do his homework and look at the panel yesterday because Joe spoke everything yesterday. So he can go do his fucking homework instead of running his fucking mouth.
What's all that noise? Who has all that
Sorry.
noise?
My bad.
I thought I might have left the audio clip. I paused it to see if I fucked up on the editing because I was like, did I fuck up on the editing, man? I thought
And
maybe
I know your little bitch ass is from New York, but I'm gonna be there soon, sweetheart. So you wanna fuck it and play with me? Play with me. I'm fucking.
Yeah,
You have
okay.
no clue the fuck messing with.
I thought that was interesting, as I say right now, that she's heading to New York, apparently.
That's true, actually.
Right? It'd
That's,
be like, oh, coincidence?
That's weird, dude.
So this is why he needed the travel expenses to kind of get that hotel hookup.
Right?
Dude, can you imagine? Especially because like some people paid for it, so like, can you imagine? That comes out.
Good. So he's just
Oh my
been
God.
grifting, motherfuckers. Apparently, like, he even told me that before. He's like, I got a lawyer, all this bullshit. And I'm thinking, like, do you really? I mean, like, how do you afford it? And apparently he was grifting money, but I guess word around the water coolers, he was spending all that money just buying subs.
Right, and then eventually he went to a public defender. I think he did have a lawyer at some point.
Oh, he did?
But yeah, he did. But then I think a while ago it went to a public defender, and I guess 3 people actually. I'm not going to mention their names, but they got together and all put up a good chunk of change to help him get that lawyer, and that was back in the fall.
Damn.
And now he's with a public defender. So glad that worked out. But,
Right?
yeah. You got more to play, or?
Nah, that was it. That was just a little bit. I got kicked off, and then Eric Lawless got kicked off, and then I was just like, she's going to New York.
Yeah, I didn't. It's interesting because she's kind of like leaking stuff as she's going. Like, you know, even the words that she says and how she responds to questions. Like, I think even if you're not good at reading into the situation, you can figure out what's kind of going on here.
Yeah, he basically said, Nunzio cheated on her at some point, and it sounds like she was saying, oh, this is basically like whataboutism, meaning, you know, it's like if I'm a bad person, he's a bad person, so it's okay, you know.
Right.
Let me just make sure everybody's clear. The public defender has been the same public defender since 2022 of September 21st. There has not been another change of an attorney on his behalf since the September 2022.
Interesting. Yeah, because they were reading something on another channel that said differently, but I'm not sure, you know, if you're looking up something else or what. But I can tell you I haven't read any paperwork, so I'm just spitting what's coming out from, you know, people around me that supposedly know.
Let's see.
I would be one of those people. People.
Perfect. So yeah, even worse. Even worse.
Mr.
Angel.
Santos in the building. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up,
brother?
Angel? What's happening?
That was an interesting discussion over there. Listen, I didn't rent you, Banana. I told Rabbit, man. Well, I don't know why you did that, but you shouldn't have took your wrench. I don't know what for.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I was surprised I even had one, honestly.
Yeah, but that's the type of channel I don't want to do that thing. If I do my own thing, I don't want to de-wrench people because of their opinions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not the right way to run a channel.
Yeah, like I was kind of thinking, I was like, I hope he didn't think I was attacking him or calling him.
No, you weren't even coming at.
Like, I mean, I was talking shit about ASMR and AC.
Right. It's not about taking sides, man. I don't want to ever take sides, man. It's open panel. It's open opinions. You know, I'm gonna let people. And if you want to come up and dispute whatever, or or have open dialogue with anybody that's on my channel. Well, you're allowed to, obviously. So that's the way I'm going to keep it. You know what I mean? I'm making Switzerland.
Yeah, Wabbit
Did you get your
wanna be
wrench taken,
involved?
Angel?
Yeah, I didn't know I had a wrench at first, and then I got a
Yeah, I
wrench.
didn't get that, man.
I
I don't,
started approving messages, and then
yeah,
then
that
they-
wasn't.
Yeah, Angel, did Wabbit want to be in the middle of all that?
No, I don't know. I mean, they came up obviously, and I guess he wanted it on there. I mean, what can I say? It's on my channel. You know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's good for views, honestly. But
I mean, it's good. It's
headache
good
for
content,
me.
right? I mean,
Yeah, it was a bit of a
For sure.
headache for me, though. You know, and Brian, we've dealt with this a bit much, so we're just like, nope.
Yeah, and mind you, half the stuff I didn't even know what was going on. I like Ruru, by the way. You know, let me
Right.
put that
Same
out
here.
there. I like Ruru a lot, actually.
Yeah,
So
we all do. Yeah, we all do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
think that was
She's
part
cool.
of it too. Is like, you know, we like Ruru. She's been cool to us, and it's like, why are we talking about shit from a year ago?
Exactly. That's a they problem, not a my problem. You see what I'm saying? I don't have. She's never done anything to me. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, and I feel bad too because I've been going to ACs because I like AC, and that topic comes up a lot. And you know, Ruth's been really patient with me because I end up on a lot of panels with her, end up talking about her.
Yeah.
And I say nothing except ask questions, kind of on her defense, but I don't want her to keep seeing me on panels where I'm like they're just dogging her. You know what I mean?
Well, I think she's open minded when it comes back. She's not a Joe that if you went to another panel,
no, she's been great.
Or to another channel, he would get mad and de-rent you and fucking kick you the fuck out just because you are on another channel. So I don't think Ruru's like that. I think
No, she's been great in that regard. But I still like ASMR. I don't really know him or Asmar. I don't know him that well.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like AC. I think he's a good dude.
No, I think AC. Yeah, I think if I wanted a channel, well, nah, he's drama. I don't think I want that much drama.
Yeah,
they do a lot of drama, and I think they take it a bit real life. It's just that's why I kind of stay away from them.
Right.
And then some of the way I was introduced to AC was not the kind of person I would want around. So
right.
But they own it. So that's the thing. They know what they want to be about. They do it. And sometimes they even admit they take it a little too far. But that's their group. And I have no problem. If you own it and you want to do it, I can either choose to go over there and say hello or I choose not to. But again, at the same token, I like Rue and I like AC. Yeah. I'm not involved in any of the nonsense that happened whenever it happened. I just take people for how they treat me and what I interact with them.
Yeah, I mean, with drama, she said, I guess she has said at one point that she likes the drama, but there's levels to the drama, I guess. That's what I'm learning. So when you put that out there that she likes the drama, what does that really mean, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, she just had that thing on Wabbits, and now she's got 75 people on her channel.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
it works to her benefit. I mean,
yeah,
exactly. I don't think she's complaining. Is she complaining about? I don't think she's complaining about.
No. She admits. She has admitted that she does like some of the drama. She does, and it benefits. Like you said, it benefits her. I think she was just kind of getting a little bit more. Why are they continually out of all the people? It's only one person that they seem to be hitting hard at, and that's her. For whatever reason, and they just keep going and attacking her, regardless of the drama that's going back and forth. It just seems like she feels like she's on this deserted island by herself when they're just have her in the crosshairs and no one else.
Yeah, and Brian, I didn't get the chance to. It was a lot of talking. Yes, a noose or whatever you want to call it. It is the symbolism of racism to me, in my opinion. I think anytime you see that type of it kind of hits home. It's no question about what I think of when I see something like that. Yeah, I think of racism. It is what it is. I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah, and I do too. For the record, I'm trying to argue the point a little bit because technically you could argue other things are racist, but not one thing that I mentioned represents stuff that was done in the past where people lost their lives. So
exactly. I mean. Obviously, people are not sensitive, especially here on YouTube, to those type of things. I think that, well, I'm not going to mention his channel. I think he doesn't like Ruben, that person.
Yeah.
So it stems from that. I think he's doing it on purpose. I think he's throwing a shot at him. And I think that's a low blow type bullshit, and I don't like it. So,
let me just be clear. I don't know that channel. I don't know that guy. It really just it's not any of my business what he puts on his channel.
Mhm.
I just was asked about the meaning behind it, and I commented to AC even behind the scenes, even on Discord, and he always wanted to have that conversation. And Silly Wabbit just happened to have him up, and they were talking about it. That's why I joined the panel. I was not trying to inject myself in anybody's drama. So if anybody is watching the Ham Banana Show, do what you want. I'm not complaining about you doing it. I was just explaining and getting a little bit of a history on what it means to me and my opinion only. They do not
Yeah.
necessarily reflect the owner of the channel or Ham Banana
Yeah. I don't think you
or
were.
Silly Wabbit.
What the fuck does that in here? I don't think you were. Am I saying okay? I don't think you were up there trying to save her. I think you were trying to. Yeah. I think they got kind of muddy, and they were trying to say that you were up there trying to save her somehow. But I didn't see that. I think Ruru has her own voice. She can stand up for herself.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey Brian, that's my finally.
Banana, I don't know if you saw the back chat, but there was a message there. I don't know if he's still here.
Brian, that's my email, Brian. Because that link didn't work, bro. I think you have to refresh it or something. I don't know.
I got it. I got you.
Yeah. Let me make sure it's right. I think you got this, Mr. P. And Banana too. Banana, he has to send me a picture of that wheelchair guy. A picture of me. Obviously, I want to frame it. I want to put it somewhere in here.
Oh yeah, but did you put your email back there? I can send it.
Yeah, it's back there again.
Did you see Banana? Did you see the back chat? The other message? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Banana is going right here. Look.
Hold on, I can't see.
I got a spot for it.
Yeah,
So when I go live, I'm just gonna be back there.
I added some guns to it.
And I had to actually buy my wife something extra to get that little fucking piece of wall. So, you know what I mean? It wasn't easy to convince her.
She's like, "Are you sure you want to put that up there?"
Yeah. So what you think? Joey's in jail already? What you thinking?
Waiting on Kaylee. I think Kaylee is checking the court thing.
This is something I've been thinking about too, and I don't think anybody's mentioned this fact.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch a lot of news. A lot of my channels that I follow on YouTube are like David Parkman and the Young Turks and people like that. Just kind of give me perspective on something.
I love the Young Turks, by the way. Yeah.
And so there's an article about the lady who started Thanos. If you guys remember her, she was ripping people off, and she was some big scammer. And she went to federal court. They convicted her, and this was like last year. She is not scheduled to report. She's not scheduled to report to federal prison until like next month. So if he is even got a plea agreement, even if he has to serve some type of jail time, you're going to see Vegas Valley back online before that. And he's going to come back and he's going to say, "Oh, I got this, claim this victory on court. I'm going to claim this." And then he's not going to have to schedule himself to go in to turn himself in until like months.
You're right about that.
Now.
Yeah. But there is a but there. Now, the number of complaints that Kaylee and Squishy put in probably are going to put a little hitch to that. So he was off on what is it called? A pretrial. It was a pretrial something. And he kind of fucked that up. You know what I mean? By all the complaints. They were reporting everything, all the threats going back to whenever that he put out there on YouTube. Yeah. So the judge is going to go through all that, the videos, the clips, the complaints, everything he did. Then that's the point where you're going to maybe let go for 30 days and maybe put him in jail.
Well, there's another caveat. Well, there's another caveat to that as well, is because he does have the probation revocation hearing on top of what he's already got going. And also remember that his first thing that it was so publicized and he had a SWAT team pick him up on, this is like repeated behavior. So it's not like this is a first offense. He's got a habit of doing the exact same crime in which he was convicted of before, which also could be something, like you said, could be taken into consideration as whether if they let him go and schedule him to be turned himself in at a later time or take him into custody immediately.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Behind the scenes, I talked to that man and I said, "Let's stop doing live, Joe. They're reporting you." He knew they were reporting him because he was going through probation. His probation was telling him, "Listen, they keep reporting you. You got to stop your behavior." And it's something within Joe that he's not right in the head. I'm not saying he's crazy. I'm just saying that it's something, I don't know, he called it a reactionist. I think it was more than a reactionist. It's something that within him that he couldn't stop himself from acting out, you know what I mean? And lashing out. And, you know.
Narcissism, maybe?
Narcissism, I think is even more, something even deeper than that. You know what I mean? To tell you the truth. I think it's, you know, it is what it is. You can't blame nobody, though.
It's a behavioral disorder of whatever type it is. It's a
exactly. I don't know which. I'm not a psychiatrist, so I'm not gonna put anything out there. But I know.
Yeah, like I think when he was in a mental institution or whatever back then, he was diagnosed with something, and he was prescribed medicine and court ordered to take it, and that probably balances him out. You know, honestly, because I've seen him behave normal. He has behaved normal for like 3 weeks straight one time.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. What was the question I was asking people? Never mind. I'll skip it.
We were talking about narcissism.
Oh, narcissism? Yeah. Yeah, it's a topic that Brian knows a lot about. I'm not throwing shade on him. Is that he talks about a lot of narcissism and I've actually listened to a lot of his stuff.
Well, we covered it. We covered it to nauseum a few months back. You know, we covered a lot of it, and it's weird because one of the reasons why I have kind of stayed away from all the stuff, even when the ladies are bringing them up and saying that all these types of things. I mentioned this earlier. This is none of the stuff that they're saying or any of the stuff that's being said by you and everybody else. It's new to me. This is stuff that we covered about that channel, about him, months and months and months and months ago. And this is not a I told you so moment. This is just, I'm just happy to see that people are finally understanding why some of the things that we said are being now said by other people. And the eyes of people are being opened and saying, oh my God, listen, if I would have just known back then what I know now, I would have been in a happier place at a lot sooner of a period of time. So it's not that I was trying to make it always about him, but I had interactions with this guy. This guy was actually coming at me. He was coming at my wife. And so I had to try to understand his behavior so that maybe I can understand how better to react to it. That's when I started going into those behavior things. And then when I started delving into it, it just became an interest to me. And I started liking and understanding how people interact with each other. And I kind of I think the subject is kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean,
it is fascinating.
It is fascinating to me. Listen, I did two tours of duty with him, so I've learned a lot. Obviously, I'm not proud of a lot of things that I did with him. You know what I mean? What can I do? I could just move on and prove to people that I'm not that person. That maybe I don't. What I do regret is not speaking up anymore. Yeah, I did. Behind the scenes, I would have arguments with him about certain things he was doing, and at the end, it ended very, very badly because supposedly I wasn't in the hospital and all this shit, and the phone boning and all that bullshit is like he got caught up. Obviously,
that did it for me, man. Was the hospital
that was
thing?
The end of he put that he did, and mind you, he did this to himself. So when he comes out pointing fingers at fucking people, he's never wrong. That's the thing. He never apologizes. So that's a narcissism, right? Person that doesn't apologize. I think I heard Brian say that before.
Yep.
So
the way that he formulates or frames the story.
Everybody's to blame, right? Everybody's to blame but himself. So
No, I mean I'm guilty of kind of knowing him to a degree. I mean I've been listening to him for a while. Through Sam, and she has it on speakerphone. I'm listening to what's going on. The one thing that kind of got me, and I wasn't sure if I ever wanted to show my face there, was when I heard the argument with Lauren.
Yeah, that wasn't. He was drinking too.
Right. So I actually thought.
To get confused, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I actually thought that that somebody was doing an impersonation of him. So I actually didn't think it was him at first, and then
really?
Because I was like, maybe this is just somebody making fun of him or whatever. And then I realized it actually was him, and I was like, wow, this guy's like crazy, And then I tried to figure out what Lauren did, and it didn't seem like she did anything. So
go ahead.
I did you about to jump in. Let me just jump in real quick. I got two things I would like to say. This is not a bashing moment, I don't think, in anybody's opinion about him. We are sharing our experiences that we've had interacting. So I don't want people to get it
Exactly.
twisted that this is like we're just jumping on him because he's going through whatever he's going through.
Right,
This is just us sharing our experiences. So
Right.
please make sure everybody understands that. And then number two, I was going to say is I'm going to step away for a quick second. I'm gotta grab me something to eat, and I'll be right back. But I won't eat on panel.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you
One
want to have
thing
a bashing
I can
session, we'll
say
let you
that
know.
there is a good in him. There's a lot of good in Joe, man. He just chooses or whatever it is, the mental health issue. But I saw a lot of good in him. I spoke to him behind the scenes. He's passionate about things. But like, let's say for example, and I hate to bring this up, the Han Banana's brother Avatar. He asked me to do a song on them. I said no, I'm not doing that. He got mad at me for it, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that, Joe. Listen, I'm fighting. I have my own health issues. How does it look me making fun of somebody that's deceased, bro? You know what I mean? And we had a big thing about it, and it's like that's how obviously I started to kind of I don't know. I just didn't want to be there. At a certain point, I just started to disengage. I wasn't even opening for him or even closing the channel for him. You know what I mean? I just got kind of sick to my stomach at times.
Yeah, you start crossing those lines, man, and then you start questioning like
my family wasn't happy. And the moment that he mentioned my daughter, I said, "That's over. That's over."
Yep.
She was. I confided in him something that wasn't supposed to be out. So if anybody got tested, it was him. If it was a master plan, I did it. I said, "Let me confide. See if he shares this." And he did it. And he didn't do it on panel in front of me. He did it on another channel, which made it more kind of cringy. Why would you say that? You know what I mean? It's like
exactly.
One thing.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say one thing I was guilty of is, and I like Squishy. And wait, let me actually understand this. Squishy was the one he kept playing the video of. I'm not going to disparage her, but the one she was like crying or something. You remember?
That was Tyler Durden.
Oh, Tyler. Okay, so because I feel bad for for Tyler for that, but that was the one thing I think I crossed the line.
Tyler. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So when that whole thing went down with Zell, we went over to Ruse, and I think Tyler was taking shots at Joey, and I was kind of like getting in on the whole that video, and that's kind of like where I feel like I personally crossed the line, and I felt bad about it. And when I look back at that whole thing, I felt like I kind of got carried away there. So I do want to apologize to her.
Tyler's really cool. I know Tyler. She's very cool. That was a bad moment for her, obviously, but it gets exploited here on YouTube. You know, those type of moments, whoever shared that video, the original, the guy that even filmed it, put it out there on social media, he's disgusting himself. You know what I mean? Right. So when it's used against you on because of a little YouTube dispute, it's kind of fucked up. It's over the top.
Like that quick big thing? Like, oh, dude, that was dark.
Which one?
That one, the picture. I was like, woo! Oh. That went 0 to 150.
What picture? Which one? Which one was it?
I guess Zal had overdosed in the past.
Oh, I know. Yeah, listen, I wasn't happy with that.
Her incubated and everything.
Yeah. That wasn't talked about. He just did it.
Yeah.
So he didn't warn nobody.
Yeah, like, he didn't listen. Banana was there. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I put him on solo and everything, and I regret it. I was like, "What the fuck did you just do, bro?"
Yeah, everybody was like, "What is that?" You know, people wanted to see it, but like nobody knew what it was.
But Vic was hurt. You know, deeply hurt. You know what I mean? I think it comes from being betrayed and and all that. And personally, I didn't like it. That was almost she almost died there, and I don't. That's a bad moment. But
But it's also not cool telling people about Suboxone and ruining your reputation.
She said she's gonna send things to his wife that she doesn't know about. Obviously, come on, man. I get it. Personally, I don't like to go low blow for low blow. You don't get nowhere. You just get down and dirty, and nobody comes up clean. You know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta be careful what you share out there too. Yeah, I mean,
it's another thing I'm against is talking about somebody's medical history or their history with addiction. Because like, what happens if you cause an emotional reaction that causes a relapse? Now what?
Exactly. Now
what? That's
I knew it was painful for Banana to see his brother's picture. I knew it was hurting every time Joe did that.
Oh, dude, the first time I seen it, and then it hurt so bad, and then After that, it was like nothing this guy does can hurt me anymore. And
Right.
I was like, you know, it's like you really crossed a line. So even if I do talk to you and I'm cordial with you, I'm going to
it's always gonna be
I'm
there.
going to get your back, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was always like, I don't care. I'm always, you know,
I mean, man, I don't know. It's certain things you do in his life that don't even deserve an apology. The apology doesn't even do it. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
And then he continues.
Like, how do you even, you know, how do you even say sorry for that or anything?
Exactly.
I mean,
Right.
like,
yeah. So you see, I never took part of that. You never see me disparage your brother. I couldn't do that, man. Not fighting for my life. Fuck no, I couldn't do that. You know what I mean?
Julia, last time he did it, Julia was like, come on, Joe. And like, she was never on board with that shit either.
Yeah.
It's like, there are some people there with basic common sense and human decency. And then there's the other people who are like, we're going to mock and make up lies about a dead person because we don't like another YouTuber, you know? So it was like, I was just like,
well, I call that Joe being Joe. You know what I mean? Everything was if you fucking for the littlest thing, he went deep. He dots really easily, and that to me, it's man, I don't want to see that again happen to nobody, bro.
Tommy wants a link if you want to do that. Oh, there you go, you got it.
Yeah.
But moving forward, man, obviously I'm gonna launch that channel sometime this week, and y'all welcome there. You know what I mean? Obviously, I've learned a lot within a year. And
your channel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or the United? Can I say the name?
No. It's Misfit World Order. I had to change it a little bit because somebody wants to own it because of how did it go? Now listen to this. Because it's my idea. Somebody wants to take it because they were on the same panel. Well, you know what? Never mind.
Well, was it the I know like you created the Misfits, I think.
Yeah.
They didn't they consisted of, you know, those like I think like 3 or 4 original people.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think Rudy, didn't he create the recent name, the something MWO or something?
Yeah, I give him that. Yes, absolutely. I mean, but the original idea of the Misfits even coming together when we were roasting Mike, and I said, listen, we're just a bunch of misfits. When we just create a channel for ourselves, because when we got together, we always roasted Mike. So the original idea was me, and I said, let's create a channel. Now the name, we could dispute the name back and forth, but the original, the idea itself I came up with the original, idea. So it's one of those things. I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm just moving forward. My channel is gonna be called Misfits World Order, and they can do whatever they want. If Dave wants to sue me. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys can't sue each other over that. The Misfits is honestly like so like that's like a Juggalo type thing, ain't it? It's like a
I know Juggalos.
There's bands, there's all kinds of.
There's a band called the Misfits. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
there's so much out there that you guys, there's no way you could copyright that.
There's no case there. It's already been copyrighted 1,000 times.
Exactly. So I don't want to listen. I don't want to go. Listen, I don't have a problem with Dave. By the way, he had an argument with Wendy and Wabbit. He just brought me in. I don't know why. He said, "Fuck you," and I'm taking over the Misfits. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with him. I haven't even argued.
I'm here, right? Is my mic on?
Yeah.
What's up, Robert?
Yeah, we hear you.
Sorry, It's just all right. I'm gonna come off. All right.
What up, Eric?
It's the hypocrisy because I was there. I was there when he was posting the things about Ham Banana's brother when he was going after Brian, and you went on Brian's page and screamed nigger and went all freaking crazy. I watched you.
Let me
finish. Yeah, I watched you. Anything that he did, you ran right behind him, and then now you're like, "Oh, okay, what was that?" I watched you.
You watch me what, bro? What the fuck are you talking about, man?
What am I talking about? I watched you follow behind everything that he did. Anybody he wanted to,
no doubt. And I was
you even did it to me. You even did it to me. You even did it to me.
I did it to you. What the fuck I did to you?
You did it to me.
I don't even know.
I defended Brian about something, and he corrected me on it.
Right.
And then I heard it because I was in the bushes and I heard it. Oh, what we gonna do when Eric Lawless come back? I heard you. Yeah, I heard you. I heard you. So,
I have
you
no
just
idea
sound
what
like
the fuck
you sound like a you sound like a
I-
hypocrite. You're a
Listen,
hypocrite.
whatever, bro. That's your opinion, bro. I can
It's my
move the
opinion.
fuck on.
You was
I
with
can
this
move the
man
fuck
for how
on.
long, and you ride him behind him, but now you're just talking shit about him.
I'm not talking shit about him at all.
BBC W Mike, right?
I'm not talking shit about him at all, bro.
So
it is what it is.
Eric, I think, is like, he probably kind of learned, some stuff, like from all the stuff that's, transpired or whatever.
Yeah, he's trying to call me out. You got me fucked up, bro.
I'm not calling you out. I'm calling out.
Listen, me and Brian are cool
I get
now.
why you're skeptical, Eric. I am a little skeptical too, but I hope everything.
Do you feel me, Banana? No, Banana.
I'm allowed to move on, bro.
Damn, Banana. He's evil. Oh my god.
I don't need you or
anything.
anything.
I would be on here when you and Lauren was playing chess. I would still be on here.
You bring up the past, I guess. You know what I mean? You stuck on Chuck. I don't know what's wrong with you, brother.
Stuck on what? What happened?
What happened?
I don't want to hear the hypocrisy.
I don't know. Hypocrisy. Where's the hypocrite at? Where do you see hypocrisy?
Brian,
I want to move the fuck on.
It's just a hypocrisy. The same way
I
I
want
tell
to move the fuck on. I want to own my shit. I want to say, I want to start my own shit. I mean, I already apologize 1,000 times for the things I fucking
But don't talk shit about him. But don't talk shit about him when you side by side.
I don't even know who the fuck you are. You know what I mean?
I
don't have to.
He's moving on.
I know who you were, and I watch you. Don't.
Yeah. You watch me on Joe's channel.
Go ahead. We'll put him backstage because it looks like you got family, and we don't.
Let me come to Angel's defense, if I may, Eric. And again, I just walked into it and I'm listening to this stuff. You can't expect somebody to always either mature or to see or experience and go through things the exact same time frame you experience or go through them. If it takes Angel longer to have his eyes open and go through whatever he had to go through to bring him to where he is now, that's his time. That's his timetable. That works for him. That's what happened to him. You can't expect people to always have the same timetables that you think you have in your own head for them. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Is like,
I mean,
it's all a learning curve for all of us.
It's gonna fall.
Sorry.
Well, then it's gonna follow me for a while. It is, and I expect it. I'm not a hypocrite. Obviously, he's calling me a hypocrite for some reason. I was a part of a channel that did a lot of bullshit, man, and
but you're owning up to it, and that's where I think maybe Eric Lawless ain't giving you the credit for. You're owning up to some.
Yeah, he's already admitted all this.
Yeah, so it's like, why beat a dead horse? It's the same thing with Mike Cerrone. We gave Mike Cerrone a bunch of chances to be like, hey, as long as you're not doing, the things that probably made the community hate you in the first place or whatever.
You keep behavior, obviously.
Yeah,
if I go back, if I create my own channel and do what Joe did, okay, then you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, then we're all going to be talking shit again, obviously.
Exactly. So obviously, I want to move away from that. I want to get away from that, and I'm trying really hard.
Another point to let me say this to Angel's defense as well. And I know he didn't ask me to come to his defense. I'm just saying it because I like to say things that kind of make sense to me. Angel sat there and was like coming at me hard, claiming and repping VVW for life and all this kind of stuff. Now he has been thrown under the bus. And to have him have his reputation try to be smeared and say that he did all this and the responsible for leaks and all this other stuff, Angel has the right to come over here and try to defend himself. And if that means he has to go in and try to, share some experiences that were behind the scenes or say some things that, he went through being a part of that channel, that's his prerogative. He's not a backstabber or a hypocrite. He's just saying, listen, I see the light, and this is what I'm going to tell you guys about. And maybe we all get a better understanding of who the person is that we're talking about behind the scenes, because we're all getting it firsthand now from Angel. He was sitting there. So give it to us.
Yeah. No, you're right, Karen. And I did 2 tours there. The second time I went back, there was an outcry. Don't go back. Don't go back. Me naively, and real thinking back now, hindsight 2020. Yeah, I shouldn't have went back, thinking he needed me and I can change him. Obviously, you can't change people. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I went back is that I had I don't know. It's probably stupid. You call it what you may. I don't really care. I went back to try to help that man. Obviously,
what the funny thing is, Angel, like in the beginning, every time I went there, I tried to help Joey too. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, don't do these things. You're nuking your own
I
channel.
remember you telling me that.
You're really ruining your own YouTube stuff. And I was like, just if you can be consistent and stay within the boundaries, shit won't, you'll be able to, like he eventually was able to keep a channel and start gaining super chats and everything. It was like, hey, you monetize now and you're actually keeping the damn channel.
Right.
And I was.
I remember Banana screaming at him, "Don't do that, Joe! Don't do that! Stop it! Why are you doing that?" I remember Banana saying, being on that panel, screaming at him. Yeah, I mean, there's no convincing some people, right? They're stuck in their ways, and that's what I've learned, that people can't be changed. That people are not gonna. I always try to see the good in people, you know what I mean? But and there's some good in Joe. I really do believe there's some good in Joe. I think his mental issues obviously are just they could be corrected with the right medication.
I'm open. I have anxiety. I have depression. Like I have a natural depression. Like literally, like I will be depressed for no reason. Like no reason if I don't take medicine. I would just be down. And so like I've been open about that, and I take medications, and it kind of keeps me normal and moving around now. And so I mean, like if he was more, I don't necessarily mean like open, but if he was just, accepting that,
right?
Hey, I have this thing and I have to,
he's in denial. He's in denial, doesn't want to accept the fact that he has a mental issue. And unless he takes that in and owns that, he'll always be the same. And it's sad to think about that.
He's court ordered to take his medication.
Because one thing I'll tell you, I don't want to share too many conversations on air, but one thing he would tell me is that if I ever do time, the things he's gonna do when he gets out, I'm already thinking about revenge. And I was like, Joe, you haven't done a day of time, and you're already thinking about revenge.
$20, $20.
There you go, my brother.
Oh yeah, I love it.
$20.
Nice. Thank you.
Breakdown.
But you know what, Angel? What, Angel? What you just said to me? Mm-hmm. What you said to me does not surprise me, because how many times have you seen him go off panel and already plotting the next day to who he was going to bash, who he was going to come after? Getting ready to wake up being angry at the world is not normal behavior.
It's not healthy. No, it's not. One of the things he would do to me, he would leave me 3 or 4 hours on panel while he started fights with other channels around the community. And then I heard word of it. I'm like, Joe, what the fuck are you doing? You're creating more problems and more enemies when you already have these enemies already. It's like he compounded the problem even more and more every day, and there was no stopping him. He's like a you can't stop a moving train type thing, I did my best, man, and I'll say it again. Listen, I was part of a channel that did a lot of bullshit, and I was part of it. Yes, and I own up to it. The only thing I can do is move forward and showcase what I can do.
Is Julia here? I keep seeing people mentioning Julia's name in the comments.
He might be.
Truth Junkie,
Julia,
I think.
come up on panel, Julia. If you come up on panel,
Truth Junkies, Julia, yeah. But that might be a troll of Truth Junk. No, that is her.
Oh, gentlemen, I have to jump off.
I didn't know that was Julia. Sweet.
Yeah. I have to jump off, guys. Banana, thank you for having me up. Brian, you got my email, my brother. I want to talk to Brian off. Listen, my Discord somewhere, but somewhere along the way, man, you can reach me, bro. You got my email.
All right, Chief.
Mr. B and Tommy.
Man. I emailed you though. I emailed you 2 of those pictures.
You did?
One has guns and one doesn't. It's just the normal one.
Okay.
I put them on a green screen behind them. I don't know if you want like different.
Oh, you did, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that so much, bro. It means the world to me. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you like. I know they're like weird, but you know how my art is. And,
man, I love it.
I know you saw that live stream. I spent 5 hours drawing that.
Dude, I'm humbled by this, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck
just
that.
Come up, Joe.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah, so I'm glad you like it. Honestly, I felt like it was gonna be a little offensive, but it was.
No, it's not at all, man. I know I know this from that game. Back in the day, I used to play the.
Yeah, dude, and honestly, it was the first game I think I played on PlayStation 1 was Twisted Metal 2.
I think it was, yeah.
Like my favorite game, and I recently bought it again. Yeah, they like crash into each other. They shoot missiles. That's why I put guns on them, and because he has they have machine guns. He has machine guns mounted on him, and stuff. So
you know they're coming out a movie called Twisted Metal coming out, right?
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. We're gonna see that shit.
Nice.
I'll put the trailer on Drinks and Discussions movie. So if you guys need to go subscribe to Drinks and Discussions movies.
Have you seen the trailer? Is it like Calypso in there?
I'm gonna put it out there. I'll tell you when it's up.
Yeah, I want to see that. Hey, Brian, you got more than one channel, right? You have a crimes and
yeah, we got like 6. We got true crime, we got music, we got food, we've got movies.
Okay. Because I want to put it on my Discord.
$20 though, because
if you don't mind, I
need 20.
Absolutely. You'll get it. Y'all make sure you have them.
All right, brother. Hey, let go. Listen, God bless everyone. Hey, Everglades, man, listen, bro. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? I know your hero is gone. He might be back. You don't ever know. But I hope no ill will. And if I hurt you any type of way, I sincerely apologize. All right, guys.
All right, Angel. Good words, man.
Nah, that's what's up, Angel.
Thanks for joining the panel.
Have a good day.
Yeah, see, I feel like it's nice that we're like able to move on. And maybe Joey was just the problem all along. Maybe Joey was just always in
100% was.
Any word on court yet?
No, I think Kaylee is the one checking, right? She was.
I'm monitoring too. Yeah. I'm monitoring too. There's nothing yet posted.
Yeah,
I was just curious.
Nice. Sorry, I was looking at the replay of Angel showing his thing on the phone. Yeah, no, it's great. No, I she'll know, dude, when something changes.
I thought I showed you those. You didn't see those?
I did. I seen his reaction that he's like happy about it. And this is kind of like what I'm saying. It's like, you know, when you're over there and like, you know, I still don't hate him, but I liked Joe a lot when I was over there. So when he says somebody is hurting him or the way he paints a picture, obviously I have a reaction to that. It's like, you know, that sucks. And I, you know, either want to help or avoid, you know, whatever. But it's obvious to me that there's just so many good people throughout, doesn't matter what channel you're on, because they come over here, they're respectful, they, you know, they go over the other channels now, and everybody, I'm seeing like 70, 80, 90 people in almost every live. Doesn't matter what time it is. It's just, it's really cool to see. I feel like the floodgates have been opened.
You know, I wish Joe nothing but the best. I wish that sincerely.
Same here.
I hope he gets his life together, and I hope everything is kosher for him and positive. I hate to see somebody crash and burn.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if he doesn't get arrested right, he has to be on his best behavior. He just has to be, man.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm with you guys. I can't be friends with people who wanted something bad to happen to another individual, no matter how despicable that person was. I don't want anything bad to happen. I hope he learns, and you know, if he can get a break, more power to him. But you can't come back. I can't foresee him coming back and changing because of this experience, because he had an experience and he was the exact same way. And I had someone tell me, who I consider a YouTube friend, say that when he's out of the picture, it makes everyone's YouTube experience better. Because you just never know if you're on a panel and he's going to say, oh, this person said something about either the MAGA groups or Republicans or his channel or that. That's all swinging at him. And if he thinks you're swinging on him, that's going to make him come after you and dox you and all this other stuff and makes your YouTube experience horrible. So while we're having these great moments, I hope it continues, even if he comes back, whenever he comes back. But people have to understand, too, that they cannot give control to him to allow him to have that much power over you and your YouTube experience.
100%.
Yeah, I think he was running a bit of an Andrew Tate kind of thing. Like just not making money, though. He wasn't having working girls. He was just trying to be like male dominant.
He said Andrew Tate. I'm dead.
That's what he reminds me
Yeah,
of.
you're funny,
That
man.
mind
You are
control.
funny.
Yeah, the major
You
issue
are
I
funny,
have right
bro.
now is the major issue I have is the
He
last
said
couple of
Andrew
days.
Tate.
Yeah, the last couple of days have been like really shitty in terms of watching some of the stuff that they're saying, and especially about like Vic. People I don't really even talk to have an issue with saying stuff, and I feel like it's been despicable behavior the last like week. So me personally, I would never go back there, but I don't hate anybody that wants to spend time there. There are a lot of good people there.
I don't know what you said. I'm very tired.
Did you even hear me?
I was like dozing off, like I was reading a comment and I was dozing off, and then I kind of just like.
I wasn't sure if it just went. If I lost service, it was like zero.
No, I just spazzed. What'd you say? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think the chat got it, but basically just the behavior in the last like week, and just some of the stuff I've heard said about people that I respect, people that I like, about Sam, about me, just me personally, like I would never go back there, just based on that behavior. But I don't hate people that go there at all. Like, I'm not going to look at somebody in the chat and be like, why are they there? Like, you do you, man.
Very disrespectful towards you and your wife, and some of the rumors and trolls and all that other stuff has gotten ugly. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've honestly just turned it off because I don't want to even look at it. But I've heard
that's the best thing to do. Don't watch it. Don't listen to it. Don't even let it enter.
So just know, guys, it's not hitting home. All right, you guys can keep talking, and I'm not hearing it. All right, earmuffs.
But you know what? It's funny. I struggled with that, to be honest with you. When I first started my YouTube experience, and I really got just thrown into the crosshairs with Joe by being on Dr. Dave. And when people used to, come to my channel and then I'd see them over at his channel as he's bashing me, I struggled with it. I lost Megan because I was like, you have to pick sides. You can either go over there or you can stay over here. And I do believe that there are times where if you're on a panel, regardless if you're participating or not, that you kind of seem like you're condoning the behavior of the panel that you're on. If they're doxing, making fun of someone's wife and all that kind of stuff, you can always drop down and come back up. But it struggled with me for a while. And I had to learn, if you go over there, that's fine. But you can't necessarily come back over here to and kind of rep drinks and discussions and being a co-host or a panel. You can come over here and chat. You can come over and then have fun. I'm not going to dislike you. But you can't go panel to panel to panel if you're talking about my wife or my kids or everybody else's experience, and then come back and say that you are a co-host on the panel that you're sat there and listened to people degrade for an hour, 2 hours, or 8 hours.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was with AC. I was like, I just basically stayed silent while they were bashing her.
Eric Lawless traded you to the white people.
Oh, nice. Well, welcome to the team, Brian.
Who did you get in return, Eric? Who did you get in return? I want to try. Who did you trade me for?
Yeah,
gotta be somebody.
They got Carlton from Fresh Prince.
Yeah, I think Julia was saying something. I think she's being nice to me, so we're good, Julia. But she also said, "Control your women." I was like, yeah. Well, I don't control women.
They traded Patrick Mahomes. Oh shit.
Mahomes?
That's funny, actually. That's funny. So I don't mind Eric to a certain degree. I didn't hear all the stuff he said on panel, but I don't mind him. I think he's kind of funny, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he could come back up now. I just feel like his arguing with Angel was a little polarizing when we were all chill, and I'm like barely awake right now. So I was like, I can't really keep up with all the craziness he's saying. So it's just like I put him back.
Julia, do you not want to come up? Are you going to take flack for coming up? Just blink twice.
Julia. Literally, if Julia comes up, I win the war, and there's no reason to berate Joey anymore.
Wait a minute. Who's Julia?
Whoa.
Teeth and chin.
Good job, Brian. You really are staying away.
I'm joking. I'm joking, Mr. P.
Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, bro. I was like, wow, that's a big rocker. Come on, Julia. You got it.
We got Eric Lawless. That's almost Julia.
Yeah. But Sam and Julia don't really get along too well.
No, I wasn't really trying to argue. It was just hypocrisy. Like, I hate hearing that. You know what I'm saying? I watched You said it yourself. Like, okay, you're kind of like skeptical.
Yeah, but I'm giving them a chance. That's what I mean. Like we're just kind of
stuff in the back chat. When you were writing stuff in the back chat, oh my god, you see how sick this little mother effer is? He's crazy. Like I heard, like, where did that come from?
Wait, what?
That wasn't your.
As
That wasn't
right that here.
That wasn't. No. In the back chat, like when you were writing stuff in the back chat,
Oh, okay.
Andrew would be the one to say stuff. That was Joe's place to say it. You know what I'm saying? Not. It's just
Gotcha.
like everybody. Like when because I tried to say, I tried to say that Joe said something racist when he called Brian Obama or Baby Barack or whatever. He's like, what am I gonna call him? I had to call him somebody black. Was I gonna call him Mother Teresa? And me and him went back and forth with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, was he gonna call him a white person? You know, so me and Joe went back and forth with that. But then it was like a little minor argument. I got up and while I left. But I was in the bushes and I heard Angel say it, like, yeah, what are we gonna do about Eric Lawless when he comes back on? Like, why? Like, he didn't even bring it up. That was just a minor argument. They went over, he proved his point, I proved my point, that was it. But he was ready to jump on anyone for this coup. Anyone. You know what I'm saying? He could not disagree. I would disagree with him. Crazy Clown would disagree with him when it came to politics, and sometimes we just wouldn't talk about it. Or we had a conversation about race, we left it alone. One time they were talking about George Floyd, and I flipped out in the chat. And he just had to ignore me. But I flipped out. Like, it goes that way. But he didn't stand for anything. He showed who he was already. So honestly, I'm not going to believe anything that he says. He showed who he was. He left
I can understand that. I mean,
I can't deal with that stuff, man. I mean, truly, people are fake. People roll how they roll, but you show who you was already. You can't sit here and talk about somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? After you stood by them. You know, I'm not gonna fake it. Like I joke around with you. I say what I say, but I'm gonna keep it 100 all day with it. Like, all right, cool. It is what it is. But you spoke how you spoke, and you said what you said already. And you left, and you went panel to panel. I'm never going back. I'm never going back. I'm going there. I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
You was his right hand man, and you knew he did not like when people went on other panels. You know he didn't like that for whatever reason. Maybe he has some type of problems like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he vocalizes the opposite, though.
Huh?
Yeah. He vocalizes the opposite, though. So he's like, you can go wherever you want. You know, it's as long as you're not saying anything bad or whatever. But then there's reactions that show the opposite.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like the downfall for me was showing up on Ruse and Nanner's panel. You know, even though I wasn't disparaging him, just being there started the text to Sam and so on and so forth. So
well, what were the texts to Sam? Like, were they mean?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, no, it was like, why is he here? Why is he there? I'm not gonna it's not.
All right.
Details.
We have
the point
a Julia backstage. Let's see if it's really Julia.
The point is there's obviously a reaction when you go somewhere that he doesn't want you.
Hello, are you a Julia?
Oh, dude, that is great.
Oh, it is one of the Julias. It is Julia.
Or it's like a fake fucking voice or something.
Oh yeah, that's
just
Julia.
Upper 88 with a voice changer, you guys. Hi, Julia. How's it going?
Hi, banana. I freaking love you so much. Anyway, yeah. So
what's up, Julia?
Hi. Is this Mr. P?
Yes, it is. Nice to see you.
I like you, Mr. P. Your wife really doesn't like me. I tried to be nice, civil with her. I really tried to be kind with her, but anyway.
Why doesn't she like you, Julia?
I don't know. I don't know. I've been civil. A lot of fucking women are just fucking jealous, but that's why I don't get it, because I think I'm very new to the P's, the family of P's, and I think Mr. P,
the P's.
Mr. P, you're so fucking sweet and amazing. And
hey, Julia.
What? I'm not coming on to him, but his fucking wife hates me for whatever reason.
Let me ask you a question,
Brian,
Julia.
I'll address it.
But Mr. P, I think you're pretty fucking awesome, and you
appreciate it, Julia.
Your family. So if you're awesome, then when push comes to shove, Samantha P is probably pretty fucking awesome too. But anyway,
she is. But I'll let Brian, and I'll talk to you in a second. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I'm sorry. I don't want to get off topic. Go ahead. Go ahead and respond.
No, go for it. Just get it up. You're gonna forget.
I'm saying, I haven't gotten to know Mr. P before lately, and I'm like, fucking Samantha P. she's so mean to me. She's like so mean, and I don't get it. But then her husband comes onto the platform, and Mr. P, you seem fucking so level-headed and amazing, and like, oh my
Most
God,
of the time.
I don't get it, but whatever.
Yeah. So this is my take, and I could be completely off base, but and I can't always tell between when somebody is being a character or being themselves,
I'm myself all the time.
Or maybe just having a couple of drinks and changing in personality. But what I found with Sam and the way that she reacts is that it's almost like she's looking at it as when certain things are said that obviously Joe's okay with. She takes that as stirring the pot, being disrespectful, et cetera, et cetera. And I can't change the way she feels, but I can tell you that's pretty much it. And when she's not there and you're doing it, obviously it's accepted, obviously it's normal, it's not a big deal. But for the months where Big Mama was not happy with it, that was a big fuel to the fire of why she felt the way that she felt. But that's my take. I've said similar things where it's just like let it go, but she's gonna do her, and I'm not gonna tell her she can't.
Julia. Like you tend to flirt. I think that's what it is. I think that's why a lot of the women attack you. But you're just being friendly. I get it.
I mean, she did flirt with Joey. I mean, like, honestly,
yeah, Joey, but other men as well.
You do care for Joey a lot, right, Julia? Like, you do.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm very empathetic. I'm, like, super empathetic, and I try to understand everybody's circumstances. And like, yeah, I fucking can't. Are you guys gonna listen for 5 minutes or just keep interrupting? Like,
Sorry.
I know, like, I'm highly empathetic, and I know Joey fucks up and he's done some like messed up shit, but I also see the good in him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask Julia a question, if I may. And let me introduce myself. I'm Brian from Drinks and Discussions.
I'm
gonna let Nunzio up too. Real quick.
But hold on a second. But because I know he'll talk. But anyway, Julia, let me just ask you a question. What do you feel? What do you feel about you? How do you feel about you yourself personally?
In regards to what? Like
your self-esteem, your self-confidence, or all that kind of stuff. Do you kind of feel like you like yourself?
Yeah, I do like myself. I know that.
So the reason I asked.
Okay, why do you keep fucking interrupting without?
The reason I asked that question is because if you hold yourself in high regard, why do you feel as if you would go? Let me finish. Why do you feel the need to go and associate with someone who trashes you daily, doxed you, tried to give all your information out to people, made it seem as if there was some type of impropriety going on between you and him? What person who has high self-esteem and loves themselves would continually to put themselves in that type of situation?
Okay, I understand where you're it's because I'm like highly merciful and empathetic. Do you understand the like what those things mean?
So you care about other people more than you care about yourself.
Ryan.
Yes.
Ryan.
Okay.
Let me finish. Ryan, it's the same thing. I said the same thing to Megan about the freaking the run a train on her thing.
I care about
and Megan went back to Megan was his co-host after that.
Yeah.
So like
we've all asked
Julia for that. Why do people do it?
I've asked Megan the same question.
Came to me like that. Nah, I'm not fucking with him at all.
No. I'm not asking. I'm not asking because I know the answer. I'm asking because I've asked Megan that exact same question and she explained it to me, and that's where I kind of got some of that YouTube experience. He made YouTube experience miserable, and that's kind of due to a conversation that I had with her. And so I'm just asking because I wanted a different perspective. So I'm not asking because I know the answer. I'm just want to get your take.
Well, I was trying to get that before I was so rudely interrupted and threw me off of my fucking thought process. Like a bunch of your guys need to get their fucking egos and thoughts fucking pressed through. But yeah,
it's like a firing squad.
Bananas.
So how you been, Julia? How you been? How you been doing?
I've been okay. How have you been?
I've been good. I've been working on animations and junk, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Was my Julia monster offensive? I was hoping you'd like it, but
No, like I'm flattered anytime you have an animation of me.
yeah, I made 3 of you. You're the one I made.
You continually do.
Yeah, so there's 3 different versions of
That's
Julia.
like today, manners. I was like, fucking can't make me look like a fucking human for once.
The first one I made was human.
Tech monster, like Billy.
Well, the first one I made was human. I could show you it.
I'm really actually pretty beautiful.
You should love yourself, Julia. Love yourself.
But then it was like, I've never seen like a real photo of you, so that's why I keep going.
But I get what you mean, Julia. I kind of do the same thing, so.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't think Julia has a self-esteem issue. I think, personally, I think she plays a little bit of a character sometimes because I've seen a couple different sides of Julia.
Everybody said that. Mr. Peter, everybody said that.
I'm very humble.
Everybody says that, but like I did it like everybody says that. How did?
But I'm also very fucking.
I don't know. That couldn't have happened to me. But I see how people. What is the reason that people go back and shit like that? Nah, it wasn't gonna happen. I could have an argument with somebody, settle it. But like, yeah, as far as like these people go with the Karenism, calling 911, calling CPS,
I know
the docs and all that bullshit.
This was
going against right now.
This is the original Julia I drew.
Oh, where
when you were AJ Onyx still.
That's me. That was me. Okay.
Yeah, that was the AJ Onyx one.
Oh,
when we first
I missed that. I missed that one. Okay, so, let me see how I can correct you. My shoulders are thinner. I have like thin shoulders. I have a thin waist. I have an amazing ass and excellent fucking long legs. But whatever. That's not horrible.
Joey requested it had a camo toe when I was drawing it, or something.
Yeah. Give me a camo toe. Do you want me to wear like fucking like look at the camo toe all the time? With like up my fucking top with a camo toe? I don't know do that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like being crazy right now.
No, you're good. I seen a little creepy thing on Joe's the other day. That was interesting.
Seen that representation before. That's the best. Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah, look at this.
Good job, man.
Look at this. Look at this. It turns into a freaking onyx. So this was the animation for it.
Who is the fucking guy with the dark skin on the left?
That's the hand banana character.
No, I see your fucking dark character. Who is like.
Oh, that was some guy he was possessing.
That was some guy he was possessing at the time.
Yeah, he possessed some human like in the beginning of the cartoon. He went into that dude's body and he possessed him, and then at the end it becomes a Pokemon style battle where that's what that was right there, where they like the Onyx, for some reason I drew a liquor bottle earlier, so it threw the liquor bottle. And I had my guy throw a stamp at him, so he has a stamp on his eye, and they punches him to death and smashes his head. So that's that. And then I threw in the fatality from Mortal Kombat. But yeah, that was the original AJ Onyx one.
Really? At least she was like more human.
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
I was just sure because Banana makes me like some fucking like throat and teeth monster now.
Because it's from your picture right here. It's just the teeth.
I was hurted. I was like, why do you make me like a teeth and fucking throat monster? But
well, I mean, everything I draw is kind of offensive. That's what I meant. Like everything I draw, everyone I draw, I'm like, are you guys sure?
I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm actually flattered that you even draw me in the first place. I'm flattered that you draw me in the first place, so I don't fucking care. You're like talented and hilarious, no matter what.
Aw, thank you.
You are. I love you. You know I fucking love you.
Hey, look. So my point on this: if Joe returns back to Vegas, right today.
Who is talking? Is that Nunzio?
with
That is
snitching paperwork.
Nunzio.
It is The Godfather.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna shut up. Not that you was like a fucking hot boy.
Yeah,
I
see?
I
Look at that,
recognized
Nunz?
I recognized that right away. Like, no, I'm friends with Zell. I fucking love Zell, but I recognize.
Julia, what's up with your mic?
Yeah, no, I actually see his paperwork, and I see the person that was watching the channel, like, signed off on that shit, all that.
Nunzio, who was it?
Nunzio, why the fuck are you so skinny and like why are
Mazzola.
you concerned about your
I'm
health?
skinny. I know. I'm
Who?
skinny.
Wait, who was it?
You want to see Joe? Want to see Joe?
No.
What Joe looks like? I got you.
Nunzio, who was it?
No, everyone is concerned about Nunzio's
Yo,
health.
Banana, I'm gonna send you a picture. This is what Joe presently looks like.
Nunzio starts.
Joe, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna fucking kidnap Nunzio and like hold him hostage and feed him properly.
Fuck his respect.
Yo, did she like? I gotta like.
Fucking
I've
Mickey
dealt
Mouse.
with like girls in New York. Like they'll make you move out of state with them and shit. Especially when you don't have no like. I could see that.
Are you kidding me? I fucking love Zell. I fucking
Oh my god, I can see that shit.
loving
I can already tell. You put 5 and 5 together.
But Zell, fucking like what is going on with Nun? Come on. Fucking he's getting way too skinny apparently.
No.
Fucking Zell. Focus on
Banana. Well, anyway, what y'all think about that lady Kaylee? I don't think she's like a witch. I don't think that lady Kaylee is like a witch that goes around causing problems with people everywhere.
No, I like her a lot, bro.
Like, cause she had the same beef with Shellbell for like 3 years now, and all she
Yeah.
does is wake up and talks about people and goes this way. Like, it's kind of bitchy.
So I would basically try to get up on her next panel and ask her that and see
No, she doesn't let. She
what
doesn't
her
let me
side
up.
of it is.
She doesn't let me up. She blocks me because.
Well, I
they
mean,
like-
she's probably scared of
they
you
like
doing
to bully,
something
but they don't like to
on
be
the.
bullied. They don't like to be
Yeah.
bullied, but they bully people.
Right.
That's why when Shellbell came over there, they were mad that we were
I
defending
think
her.
you're fucking amazing. I think Mr. B is
Yeah, I don't see her intention as just straight evil. I
No,
think that
I'm pretty sure you don't see any picture because you got
But Eric, let me ask you a question.
I didn't hear what
Do
he said.
But Eric, do you believe, Eric, that you could have two people meet the exact same person and have two separate interactions with that person?
two people meet the same person that have. Say that again.
So for instance, you and Mr. P could know Callie and have completely two different opinions about who she is and what she's like.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we all see her based upon our interactions with her, is it important what she's done to other people or how she interacts with other people?
Is it important? Yes, it is. It's important what she's done and how she interacted with other people. Yes, it is. It absolutely is.
To us, not to you, but to other people. So we say, Callie, we like you. We appreciate what you've been doing. What is it that you think it's important how she interacts with a different circle of people? Why does that pertain to us?
Why does that pertain? I didn't say it pertain. I just asked how y'all felt about it.
Well, you brought it up, so you felt it pertains to us.
He's a dox control. That's what he does. He has a lot of mental disorders. He's like a fucking terrorist.
So I can see how Eric would come to the conclusion. And you know, if we're talking about how we feel, I actually do think it's important to know how she's treated other people because you know, inevitably it would probably affect me because she's going to behave with the people that she behaves with similar, whether it be if I did something to her or I was always nice to her, she's going to have a pretty similar behavior pattern across all of her relationships.
Who wakes up like that? Like,
but that being said,
the first thing you
listen,
do, you wake up, oh, let me see what's going on with Joey and Nico. Let me see what.
Yeah, but you know what? There's something there, man. It's not just
There's something.
She's not just trying to take him. Nah, she's not just trying to take him down because she's mean.
She did that with Shellbell. She did the same thing with Shellbell.
Whoa, Shellbell probably did that too. I think
you have to ask. Her kids were in danger. She was drunk. She was on pills. She was screaming at her mom. She was fighting her mom. Her kids were in the same room. She did some shady shit, Shellbell.
How many people know all this stuff? Y'all let too many people know about. That's why you see where I was coming from.
So,
I agree with you on that,
Eric.
I agree with you on that, Eric.
Too many people know their business on here.
Yeah, I can't speak for her motivation on that front. I think, if you really feel somebody is in danger, it doesn't help to just not do nothing, especially if something ends up happening to the people that you thought were in danger. Like,
I know her.
I don't know, one of them died, or
Yo, Joe and
but regardless,
so
I think what she's done has been pretty brave, considering
that.
the reaction that she's had to get over time. But I understand where you're coming from with CPS and other stuff like that.
No, I totally get Eric, bro. Like I was telling, I'm like, look, I didn't feel comfortable with that at all. Like I always believe mind your own business, but at the same time, if a kid's really in danger, you can't deny that shit. Like
So,
but the thing is, sometimes it's hard to tell on YouTube though, because you don't know these people on YouTube personally. You don't know what's going on there.
You can get an idea.
Yeah, you can get how good of an idea.
Zal was kind of hinting at something like that as a threat towards me, I think. Where she was like,
that's funny, dude.
Everybody is threatening each other with that, Banana. That's been done to her. That's going back and forth. Everybody's doing it to each other, but everyone needs to just chill and stop going to real life, for real.
Yeah.
You calling people with guns like
I mean, that's a whole different scenario. I'm not the one to judge on who the fuck does real life to anybody, but I just know I'm gonna protect what I have, my surroundings, my people. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, that this motherfucker Joe Amico doxes for the fucking hell of it. You know what I'm saying? For the hell of it. Right?
I go real life when
and all that other shit. That's a fucked up scenario, right?
I go real life when I take Ham Banana golfing with me.
That's a different scenario.
Yeah, well, those types of real life are okay. Come on, man, that's cool. I like linking up on positive stuff. We're talking about hurting each other. You know what I mean?
Your feelings got that hurt. Joe Amico.
Yeah. Well, listen, in Nunzio's case, like, Kelly's basically saying, like, hey, if I continue to see, what she perceives as guns in front of kids, or, behavior that's like it's like a bad parent, basically, she feels that she wants to do something about it. Like, how does that make you feel, Nuns?
That shit is agitating, because I know the actual fact. I don't keep that shit around my children.
She's a wicked ass fucking witch from the UK.
I have enough of shit. To defend
Lawless.
myself.
Yeah, funny, bro. He said a wicked
witch
from the West, or he said from the UK, though.
Yeah, these people from the UK.
And I've personally not seen what she's talking about, but like,
yo,
why do you think she's coming to that conclusion, Nun?
You actually
Nunzio.
But it has to be a long about. I know about my Second Amendment. I know about other countries that are, you know what I'm saying? So
Nunzio.
It's actually not a bad point.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not a bad point. Like, her reaction to guns based on where she lives is a lot different than our reaction to guns.
You know what? That is a really good point. But at the same time, it's all about safety.
Guns are everywhere. Where in like the West Coast, you just have to be an adult and you can openly carry a gun.
You can openly carry a gun here in PA too.
You don't need a license or anything.
You don't need a license. You need a license to conceal there, though, don't you?
Yeah.
You need a license to conceal here too. But over here too.
You can open carry as well. You know what?
But I can open carry. Yeah, I can open carry. Yeah, I can open. Yeah. I don't need a license for any of that. That's why you were saying I can still go to the ring.
You can carry in New York, but you
gotta go on panel at Ruse, just so you know.
What's that?
I think Joe is going up on panel at Ruse right now. It's live.
What?
Oh,
no way.
Is he really? Share that, man.
Hold on, I'll tell you. I'm watching it. I'll tell you.
Yeah, share that up, man.
Oh yeah.
Who's on panel?
Share that Mickey Mouse.
Who they say was on panel?
Ruse.
No, so she's doing a live. She's got Poor Dirt Farmer, and then Vegas just put a message up saying, "Let me on panel." So.
Oh yeah, let him up. Let's present this thing here. It's going down there, Ruse.
It's gonna be quick.
It's just gonna be a quickie.
Yeah, he's in the chat right now.
Well, that means he's not in jail, sadly.
Damn, I like Jeremy.
He's not in jail,
that comment, Return of the King. Come on, man.
It is what it is.
It's full.
She better let him out.
Let's go.
Oh, you know she
If
will.
it's the real JoJo.
You good to pass up?
If it's the real no JoJo, get
No,
up
no
here.
JoJo's.
I'm about to go over
Look,
there.
Saul's here. Saul's here. You probably want to come up now. Saul's here. Tommy Fluffy.
Yeah, look at that.
Hit the link.
It's Hulk Hogan's great grandfather.
Hit the link.
It's Hulk Hogan's great.
Return of the King. Who's the king?
This is funny.
Oh, Jeremy, are we?
Who's the king? I don't see one up here.
Yo, does Jeremy go to places for him and video people?
He's his new co-host, I
All right,
think.
guys. I think Joey's a little.
Well, some of the people that go and record people for Joe, one of them's name was Jeremy, and I didn't know it was the same Jeremy.
He's
That's
so,
all.
It must be this
scared.
guy.
He's scared to hit the link for little Rue times 2. Imagine that.
Hit the link.
So
I wonder if it's the real
we can
one.
now confirm that JoJo is.
Wow, let that pussy boy up.
chicken. Oh, here we go. Let's make sure it's.
Here we go.
He's traveling, bro.
Oh, that doesn't even work. Never mind. Oh, wow.
Amico! Come on, Amico!
He's free.
Is my audio working or no?
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
sure if my
working.
audio's... Oh, it's working good. So. Why would you think I was gonna be in jail? You know, hey, what are you know, rumors? What's up with all these rumors going around and shit?
You would think for my brother going to jail so much, I would know, but I don't know about, how court proceedings work. So what happened?
And that's the thing. What do you mean? What happened?
You're free.
Nothing happened. Of course I'm free. Hey, you know what? That's the thing. I've been sitting here watching all these hate stuff going on. I'm like,
this?
what are these people talking about? I'm going to
right
jail.
here.
I'm going to prison. I just been sitting back laughing my fucking ass off.
Free.
So I guess somebody's countdown isn't accurate, is it? I think maybe somebody made a lot of memes.
Yeah, good point, bro.
For nothing.
Well, like Lisa Lynn said, you did say you probably would be getting 36 months.
He's got the feds watching his channel,
No, I
bro.
didn't.
So,
No,
y'all see
I
what's
didn't.
going on there? He's definitely a fucking cyberbully, a fucking moron.
Mr. P, do you want to come say hi to JoJo?
Stalker. You know
Why would I
what
wanna
I'm
talk
saying?
to
This is
Mr.
so much
P?
shit about this dude. The odds are against
I'm not here.
Okay,
I'm not
so
here.
you're
Do it,
okay.
Mr.
So you're
Do
free.
it.
You're a
Do
free
it.
man. Are you allowed to talk about what happened?
What?
We're all
Yeah,
dying
he
to
pointed a
know.
whole bunch of people
Why
out.
did the First Amendment never
They
go out
did
the
it.
window? That I couldn't talk about anything that I wanted to talk
He's
about?
avoiding the questions.
true.
He's deflecting.
I'll be honest though, it's been kind of like some comedy these last few days.
Pacer lies. That's all lies. Damn you, Pacer.
I got a public defender in New York City. Like, do these idiots realize that it's a high-paid attorney right there? That's not a public defender. That's not a public defender. So, I mean, that's a lie right there. And it was funny because someone screenshotted me something that somebody was going around saying that I took a bus out to New York.
Yeah,
Hey,
a Greyhound.
Let me ask you something.
Does he really think we're buying this?
When have you ever seen a Greyhound
He
go
thinks
from the
so.
West Coast to New York in 24 hours?
I have no idea. Are you in New York?
Huh?
Are you in New
Where do you
York?
think I am right now? Where do you think
He's
I am?
avoiding
I
all
would
the
assume you're
questions.
in New York. I mean,
How
you're
much money do you
dressed
wanna
like you
bet?
were in court.
No, that's just how I actually dress all the time. I always dress nice.
Oh, so you're
You know
not
the
in New
sneakers
York. Oh shit, you're on the run.
I
Are
got-
you running?
I'm on the run. Yes, I'm on the run. I'm on the FBI's most
He's
wanted.
taking the bus. That's why.
Probably.
Wait, let me ask you something. What do you mean dress like I'm going to court? I got fucking sneakers and Levi's on. You want to see?
Oh,
He's
you had
definitely
like a
going to
nice
court.
shirt on, so I
Why
thought
is
that
he
was
being so
like your court
evasive?
attire.
Why even
Okay.
join the panel if he was gonna be so
You never see-
evasive?
obviously, you've never seen my closet. There's a lot of
Here
documentation
comes your
on
girlfriend, Eric Lawless. He like he really is like he
Eric.
really is team JoJo.
Hey,
I don't understand
That's
it.
my dog. It's a New York thing. Yo, that's my boy from New York City.
That's good
Yeah,
shit.
he
Let
represents.
that
He's got my
nigga know.
back.
Fuck
I
that.
appreciate
You
it.
ain't
You wanna
from
know
New
something?
York. You not
That's a
from
real
the
friend
city,
right there.
bro.
A
Shut
real
the
friend
fuck
ain't gonna
up.
turn her back. and
Wasn't
try
he
to
just talking
that
shit
down
about
the
him
week.
over
You know
here
something?
like
Hey,
5 minutes ago?
That's why you just
Eric.
disassociate.
He
Yeah,
likes
that's
Joey.
funny.
He's a Joey fan. He is a Joey
Oh,
fan.
he was just attacking Angel,
Eric,
though.
you making fun of me that I
Yeah,
can't handle. And to all you
I
haters out there,
misunderstood that.
It's a
Janine,
he's a weird
all you little
guy,
haters.
but he is a Joey
Nah,
fan.
that's cool. I just misunderstood it.
Jeremy, holistic, wicked. I got.
Yeah, but
free
you
Kleenex
ran your
for
mouth
days.
with lies about
For
me
days.
and a lot of people. You pissed off a
Hey,
lot of people, and then you
hold on,
wonder why
Real.
people don't like you.
I don't care who gets mad. I don't care who likes me or not. You want to know why? Because at the
But
end
you
of the day,
do.
if I do, hold on, Real. If I do a
Amico.
live stream, I'm the king of the fucking hill. I'll get more views than any of these drama community channels. Anybody out there?
Because it's easy to buy them.
My views more than double yours.
I mean, we have an answer for all this.
Except it hasn't been, actually.
You want something, Mr. P? The only thing you're running is
Yo,
your mouth.
what up,
Go
yo?
back to Sam. Because
Just
Sam
talking
wears the
to
pants in
Mr.
that
P.
family. She's the brains. You're the dummy. Anyways.
Where'd that come from?
Yo.
Hey, Jeremy.
That's all he's got.
Jeremy, I'm
No,
doing a live
That's
stream
not Jeremy. That's
later on
Eric.
tonight. I'm getting ready to go have a
Yeah,
nice little steak
he
dinner with
doesn't
the family.
recognize me, but I'm good. Everybody was praying on your
I
downfall.
see Jeremy. I
on
see my
the
boy
internet.
Jeremy out here. Jeremy, Irene.
Just ignores Eric.
Giving Eric a shout out.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen,
Wicked Weenie's right.
All right. So we're gonna make. Let's do some fact checking. Let's do some fact checking, okay? Because
Don't bother saying hi to Eric.
Okay.
Right?
I'm so mad right now, honestly.
Like, wow, how rude.
let me know if you can still hear me.
I can hear you. Do any of you girls want to come up here before I shut it all down? I mean,
She has to shut it down now because I think she's mad.
no, I was supposed to shut it down 13 minutes ago, but I'm going. I have
I know
17 more minutes.
Katie's about to shut her whole life down
Let's go.
right now. Oh my God, she is so mad right now.
No, I don't think anybody cares that much.
I think they really did care that much because that's all they were talking about for the past.
He's been
2
on
hours.
panel and hasn't said
And
anything.
they were
Joey
watching
he hasn't got
early
one
this
answer
morning.
out of him yet.
They woke up thinking about it
And
rather
he's
than
gone.
wiping their ass.
And he's gone.
Okay,
I
he
got
rage
businesses
quit.
and move on. Nah, he.
All right,
going to
y'all.
do what
He
he's
rage quit. Okay, he's
All right,
back.
well, I love you.
And he's
I'm-
back. Good.
Stop blocking me.
my
like a
bad.
punk.
Yo,
You're
Eric, what up, Eric?
blocked.
Eric,
Yes,
what's good with you,
again,
bro?
keep blocking me. But when somebody
Eric.
really block me, they hate our love.
Y'all come up here. You got 15 minutes if you want to say something to him. I think he said he's doing his own shit, but
Who?
and
Yeah,
having a
Eric,
steak
can you hear me?
dinner. Yeah, we
Yeah,
all
there
can
you
hear
go.
you. We can
I
hear
just
you.
wanna say
He's
shout-
gonna have a
I just
steak
wanna say
dinner
give
in
a
New York
special
now.
Shout out to Eric Lawless, Jeremy,
Oh,
and everybody that didn't turn their back and they weren't hating on me like these haters. These are real motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah,
At the
but
end
you
of the
just
day,
tried to ruin a
Eric
relationship, a
shines.
marriage. You just tried
There
to
we
ruin
go.
a marriage.
Hold
You
on.
just
The
tried.
lady
Hold on.
ruined that. Don't
Yeah,
blame
get
her.
at him, bro.
No,
Get at
I
him.
didn't
She
ruin
did that.
nothing. I didn't ruin anything. I'm gonna tell Rue.
Yeah, you got
You
Zell
tried to
trying to cheat on his wife.
Oh.
I mean, cheat on her
No, I
husband with
didn't.
you.
Not at all. No, I didn't.
And what do you
I
have
didn't do
over
anything.
Zell to make her act like she's has some kind of stock syndrome kind
Why,
of
I mean, ask you
disorder?
something.
She seems
Why would
scared
you
of you.
slander?
We
She's
would
not scared.
discuss
Ain't
that
nobody
later
scared of
because
me.
that was kind of crazy.
I'm
And I
not
was discussing
slandering
it
you.
with
Slandered
like,
me many times.
Hey, maybe because I dress nice. I mean, I don't know. You tell me, Rue. You tell me, Rue. What can I tell you? I don't know. What is it?
He said he
Is it New
dresses
York appeal?
nice.
You tell me.
Oh
Is it
boy,
Vegas?
here we go. Oh, Callie's here. Hey, Kaylee.
Hey,
Nice.
to
You've
all
been
you
given
little
some
haters
time
out
to
there.
make
Pull up on the
arrangements.
panel, Kaylee.
Oh,
Let me tell you
okay.
something. Oh, look, she don't. Let me tell you, she don't know her ass from a hole in the ground.
Yo,
Number one.
listen,
Just go back to the
go
UK.
Amico.
Just
Shut
do
the
whatever
fuck
you're doing out in the
Come
UK
over
because
here.
you ain't
And go
doing
listen.
nothing out
Actually,
here in New
Julia,
York
text
or
your
Vegas.
friend
And those
to
are
come over here.
facts. So go back to do.
So then, where were
I
you
mean,
today?
too,
Just,
we can
just
work
say
something
where
out too,
you
right?
were.
Second
Just
What
can
do
you
you
at
mean
least
where I
say
went?
where
They
you
do
were?
that
Where
shit
were
too.
you
We
today?
can
How
switch
about
too.
this? How about
Good?
let's talk about where I'm not. I'm not in a place that idiot in the UK said I was going to be. Right?
Why are
It's
you
kind of
evading
fucking
the
obvious, right?
question? Why are just answer the question?
I don't
Where are
answer
you?
the questions. I'm a
I
cop.
don't answer
Why?
I
the
don't answer
questions.
questions. I make statements.
But I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop.
Exactly. So if you're not a cop, then I'm definitely not going to answer your question.
Yeah,
Hey, Rue, I didn't come
yeah.
up here. I came up here
He
just to
only
let you
answers
know
if you're a
all's
cop.
good. And hey, I got unlimited Kleenex
Mickey
for
Mouse.
everybody
Look
in
at
the
that
UK.
Mickey Mouse right there.
Everybody in
Did you see
Canada.
what? Did you
I
see
got a
that?
Nobody's
Did you just see that?
crying.
So, big bad
Nobody's
gangster
crying.
turns
I
We're
into
all
fucking
waiting.
big bad
We're
rat.
waiting to see what's
You know what I'm
really
saying?
going on.
Big mad rat.
And
Yeah,
the reason
yeah.
why we care so
Look at
much,
that.
or not even
Look
care,
at
but
that. You
we're
just seen
we're
that
wondering
online.
is because you run your mouth and you say that you're this, that, the
Yeah.
third, and doing all
Yeah.
this.
Look it.
No.
Tough guy.
Oh man, I
Real.
love
Here to
Simpsons.
defend my boy Vegas Valley.
Yo, what up, man? Who's that up there?
That's Mike Cerrone, Reb Cerrone.
Is that Mike Cerrone? I mean, Mike
Rebel.
Cerrone.
That's not Mike Cerrone.
It is.
Yo, what up, Rebel? I mean, no, Rebel's hot or cold. This is why I don't bang out Rebel, because he might come in one day being cool, the next day he may be, come in and hating. So I just play it by ear with Rebels.
Oh, Penguin was at the.
What's up? How was New York?
Penguin was at the courthouse today. Ooh, you can't lie. You can't lie.
She was? Well, maybe I'll tell you what.
Maybe
she'll post the pictures then. Maybe she'll post the pictures. Aww.
Damn, they got girls going to the courthouse to make sure that you are where you need to be.
I got girls chasing me everywhere, to the bedroom, everywhere. You have no idea. I can't even walk down these Vegas streets without girls hitting on me. I'm trying to tell you. That's how it is. But I'm used to that.
Oh my God, listen.
Celebrity.
How was New York today?
How was New York?
I don't know. You tell me.
He won't answer the question. I don't get it because it's a First Amendment thing.
I'll tell you what.
That was.
How about this? I'll make you a deal.
Ugly as shit,
if I go
bro.
live stream tonight and I'm walking down
Bro, you
Las
should see
Vegas
the pictures I
Boulevard,
be fucking getting.
how much money are you gonna give me? Are you willing to shut down your YouTube channel? All you haters.
My little time. Oh, me?
Shit,
I should have done for less. 6 times now. So.
Hey, you want to know something? Hey, I'll be Rue. I bluffed you. I'm gonna come clean about one thing. I bluffed you back in the day.
Come clean about being a fucking rat too.
You shut down your whole
parasite fucking Buffalo Allen Gold. That one
I
after
didn't
the
shut.
fucking.
First of all, I've never shut down my
Yeah,
Discord.
you
It got
Hey yo,
reported.
you remember the time when the 5 families in New York? I don't know if you know about this.
Got reported.
They all got fucking told on,
Let me ask you
ratted on.
something.
That
What
was
is it?
the reason
What
of
is
his
this idiot
fucking
talking
Mickey
about?
Mouse
So you let him
family,
go
and
to
that's
take care
when
of
the
some
Miko
arrangements.
crime family
Arranging
fucking
what?
dispersed.
Arranging so I can go out here and lie?
Callie, Squishy, Wicked Weenie, they all know the truth. No, all those girls know the truth, and you hate
They
that.
don't know
They do
nothing.
their
You put a
research.
lot of
They provide their proof.
decent individuals in prison at Mickey Mouse over there.
I thought you said he's getting locked up today. All the haters. You some fucking Kleenex out there. Yo, Rev, keep your head up, bro. Hey, just
Thanks, Joe.
Rev, for real
You too,
though.
man.
No, I'm keeping it real with you because you see how these haters are. They want to kick you when they think you're down. But that's
Keeping
when
it
you swing
real,
back.
he won't even answer a question.
I mean, but why do you have a video of me being made fun of when I was pushed down by court officer? So,
Well,
And multiple videos of me.
Multiple videos of you? What are you talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, you had Jeremy making videos of me and weirdo shit.
Nah. When you get flushed down the toilet, you calling you poo poo.
With my picture.
That was funny. Well, I mean, hey, Reb, there's a simple reason because you swung at me. You made a little rap song. Remember, you made a rap song. You talking about Joey this, and that, and that got handed off to a couple channels. They played it. So it was just a response. It was just a song.
Like the rap. They didn't like the rap song.
Oh boy.
And not to mention, I didn't make that video. Game Over 2 made that video.
Are you proud of that video?
Oh, we lost our Julia.
Hey, you know what I mean? It was good.
Hey, chop it up, yeah.
Hey, late night, Mr. P.
Chopping it up.
Tell you what, if I said hi.
Yo, bitch, get over
chick?
here.
Hi,
Hey, yo, Vegas fucking vagina, get over here.
Hey,
Get the
baby,
fuck
what's
over
going
here.
on, man?
Come here, bitch.
I'm doing good.
Chick, ask him where he is.
If Ruru will let you up, Nenzio.
Somewhere else.
Yo, someone, whoever
He
sees
says he's
Susan
going
is
to
so
have
tight,
sex.
tell her drop the
Okay,
link
she's
and then
just
put it in the
straight
back chat, and I'll hit that bitch
She
up
needs to
over
hear
there
it
right the
from you,
fuck now.
like,
Why does it
honest.
matter?
She's inviting people up.
Why does it matter where I am? Are you going to come freaking?
I don't
What, you want to
know.
go on a date with me or something?
Hey, Angel.
Drew.
Good to see you, Angel.
Yo, Angel's having a bad day today.
Somebody's cracking up
Angel's
over
having
there.
such a bad day. What the hell is MWO? Ooh, MWO. Ooh.
Because he has a new channel. It's called like the Mystics New World Order.
How you doing, Rebel?
Yeah, that's really original.
Okay, Shelly.
Are you mad
so
that
original.
Angel wants to have his own channel and brand himself away from Vegas
Not
Valley
at all.
Community
Not at all.
Cockwatch?
Not at all. Matter of fact, why would it be mad? I wish him the
Are
best.
you jealous? Are you
I'm not
jealous because he's going to get all the girls over there?
Not a good look.
Not a good
girls?
look.
What girls?
All the
What
so
girls?
all the girls, all the women, all the women.
Those the carpet munchers?
Magical.
How are they carpet munchers?
That's a carpet muncher clip.
They eat pussy.
Yeah, hey, you know what those girls? Hey, you know what?
Do you know anything about being loyal.
Say what?
No, he wants everyone to be loyal to him, and then he shits on everybody that's loyal to him.
But let me ask you something. Who
What
are
happened
these
with
people over here
Nunzio?
that I need to be loyal to?
That's supposed to be a friend,
What about
right? That's supposed to be your
who
dude.
said I was a friend? That ain't my dude.
Now he's not your dude. Oh boy. Well, he's not your dude because you're trying to fuck his wife.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
That's not a good thing.
SpaghettiOs. His cam
What
goes on when he first got on. Yeah.
Everyone came here to say hello.
More memes.
Amico.
Did he run?
Yes. Don't hate. Oh, Nunzio's
No, he's
here.
down there. He's down there.
Nunzio's here.
So Vegas, I try to make a. Like,
Oh,
I worked
Nunzio's
on the
backstage.
song, and I
Nunzio's
blew up, like,
backstage.
I thought you
Yes.
appreciate it. I didn't know you were gonna take
Yes.
offense.
Yes.
I was
This is gonna get good, you guys.
I thought you were gonna be like impressed.
This is
like,
great.
what,
I'm loving this, dude.
I thought you'd want to chop it up with me and like.
I'm just sitting here enjoying my popcorn. Get your popcorn ready, folks.
You said they don't like Brandon.
I was trying to give you.
Sorry about that. I had a phone call from me.
Nunzio, is that you?
Prime used to call me Marsha.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Nunzio?
Ain't nothing much chilling. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right,
Welcome,
cool. So
welcome.
listen. At the end of the day, you already know what's up.
Wait.
So listen, if you got 3 violations and you get home from that situation, bruh, listen, you a Mickey Mouse, bruh. That's
Mickey Mouse.
If you look at the court proceedings, you know what I'm saying. So
He's
that,
a
like, I don't know.
Rata 69, motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Oh, she called
Hey, I'm talking about Joe.
If you get to
got
be home,
3
I know.
violations of probation
Hashi
and
Amico.
still.
Blah blah blah. Yo, you
It
still
ain't
crying,
blah blah
Nunzio?
blah, bitch. I know
Stop
what I'm
crying,
talking
dude.
about.
I got clip. Yo, I'll tell you what.
I don't give a fuck what you got. How about that?
Violators.
About
Down
you.
up.
Hey,
I
yo.
don't care about everybody else. That's why you be doxing everybody. I can give 2 fucks who you are, Joe. Yeah, how about that? You know?
Ooh.
So you guys used to be friends, or?
Nah.
Yeah, until he started. Well, I'll let you say it.
I never
don't know.
liked Joe from the beginning. I knew he was a parasite.
Used to be's don't count anymore.
Used to be your dog.
They just lay at the floor at the end of the day.
Joe, why are you so quiet now?
On the floor. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Joe, can I ask you about this person and you tell me what you
remember?
Joe, tell me your
smiled at the end of the day.
Joe, tell me your personal feelings about this person on the screen.
Who is that?
That's Saul.
That's Mad Max. Huh? That's Polly? I get that guy. That's not Rick Crude's brother, is it? Yeah, it's like way better.
Oh my God.
Saul.
Oh my God, that's Trumpy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Saul. Okay.
Yeah, that's Saul. And
that lady is so polarizing. She's such a distraction.
So Vegas Valley, people in the chat, and from what I've seen, yeah, you are losing friends left and right.
How many lawsuits do people have on you?
Why do you have to attack
He's
everyone
really-
that like you try to be friends with? Like you have to what do you have to attack like everyone you like?
Oh, he's white knighting
Is
for
that your
Joey.
initiation process to become friends with someone?
Yeah, he wants to
Listen, I
Sure
may have sacrificed. I may have sacrificed the queen to fucking demolish your entire board.
Hush
But
up, I
I
gotta ask
demolished
Vegas
the
Valley.
entire board. Yeah.
But what do you mean that you sacrificed your queen because you guys? He rage quit. Yeah, he
I got
can't take
real.
it.
I got real.
He
Listen,
can't take
I got real into you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got real into your feelings, bro. Real talk. That you was willing to open up to my bitch and find out everything that I did, other than all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need is your mental state for, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask
I got in your
Joe.
fucking head,
Maybe
Joe.
he's not here.
For real.
I want to
How
ask
about
him a
that?
question.
But yo, salute to that.
He left.
It is what it is. I'm outside.
Can I, real second? I need to raise an issue here. So Vegas Valley, the first time
What's
that
up,
I
bro?
saw him, I thought I thought, oh yeah, this guy's cool because he appreciates the women. And he said, I don't want anybody to.
I'm sticking with you, Nanners.
He says, I don't want anybody to.
I'm like, Tommy's over there
stay
and
with
over here.
women.
You got Discord?
And he does.
Yes, I do. I'll put my
I'm gonna turn this a little lower.
All right, for sure.
I think it's an issue.
I know you.
Yeah, let me get in that Discord too.
Anything you need to contact me, just let me know. I'll be there. I'm a true person.
I don't know. They're all yelling.
Hey, Vegas Valley, I want to ask you something real quick. Hey, Vegas Valley.
Hey, yo.
I got a problem, man. All right, so, and it's with you. So,
Oh, you
here's
got a
my
problem with me?
situation.
Oh, I'm sorry, you got a
This
problem
is
with me.
not a, this is not a challenge. That bothers you.
What
It's a
feedback is
challenge
all that?
from a female.
Do I hear all that crazy?
I'm a strong woman.
Not on our end, is it? Let me check.
Strong woman.
All right, nice.
I'm a
I
strong
need to say
woman.
All right.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Okay, listen, sweetheart. So,
Oh yeah, I think it's.
I was
feedback from
attracted
what
to
your
your
microphone.
channel because of one of the first things
I
you ever
muted the mic,
said
so I was
is to
getting
treat the
feedback.
women with respect in the chat.
That's
Okay,
right.
was that a joke?
Were you joking,
Because that's
Joe?
the joke. Because you don't.
That's the
You
joke.
don't treat
Treat
women
women
with
with
respect.
respect.
And you're telling other people to
Okay.
do it.
What are you
Okay.
trying to?
Because you don't.
What are you trying to imply?
That's
with
how I
that,
run
Joe?
my channel.
Yo, you heard what I done?
So you lie. So you're a
Yeah.
liar,
See,
basically.
Did you
No,
lie?
put it like this. Some
yeah,
women,
for sure.
most
Joey
women,
went
most
back
women
once you
deserve
left.
respect, but then you got
Yeah, he
you got
did.
some women who,
I
on
know
the
he
outside
did.
they may appear as a
What?
woman, but they're not real women. They're not real women. So when
Wait,
they run their
what?
mouth, you got to put them in check.
They have
All right. So what
penis.
about that time that
No.
you said that you had the redemption channel and you were like, you want to save people who
So
are
what
like
about it?
broken, but then you didn't because you weren't the redemption channel.
What
You
about
really just turned out being a trolling channel.
All right, well, how about this?
Because
Get
it's
your
a
numbers
troll
up.
then. It's a troll.
Get recognized. Listen. At the end of the day, I'm a cop watcher.
Yeah, but you go after
At
small
the end of the
channels.
day,
So
I'm
now
a
you're
cop
just a
Tiny
cop watcher.
I don't let
channels.
anybody.
You go
I don't
after
let
tiny
anybody.
channels, though. So what is
Because
it?
you
Which
follow
one is
me
it?
around.
Anybody can be a
Who
cop watcher,
follows?
but can anybody be
Nobody
a gentleman?
follows you
Stop following me
around.
around.
Nobody's
You do,
following
bro.
you.
So when
Oh,
things go
I
wrong, just
follow you
deflect
around.
and say you're a cop watcher.
You are. So, hey, listen, I just came up here just so all the little crybabies could see,
Joe's a cocksucker.
I'm
Vic
starting to
Ferrari,
think that.
listen. Hey, Vic Ferrari, put down the bottle.
Dude,
Stop
nobody
drinking,
fucking
you're
likes
drunk.
Joey anymore.
That's
This is too
slander.
funny. This is fucking
No, he
You
does.
don't know
hilarious.
you don't know
Mr. P,
for a fact.
Mr. P, your
I'm
wife's more of
starting
a
to.
man than you are.
Facts.
I'm starting
Facts,
to
Mr.
think
P.
that
Those
somebody
are
hurt
facts.
you really
That was
badly,
true.
and it was
Yeah.
a
Facts.
woman,
Aw.
and
Oh,
that's
cool.
why you do
Aw.
that. So what?
Yo,
You gotta
chicky
get over
chick.
that shit, man.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hey, let me tell you something. I got way too many girls chasing me around. Those are fucking facts. Those are facts.
Can you show your
I
BMW
never,
too
I
while you're
never,
at it?
I never
Can
ever
you
sold
turn
a
on your
dick.
camera and show your BMW for us?
Those are facts.
Good
This
one.
guy's a character.
Hey,
All right,
Rebel,
but, hey,
today
but check
I
this
heard
out
you
though.
say phantom penis.
He's gonna run away now.
Hey,
Run
yo,
away, watch.
I gotta go now, but I just want all y'all to say, you know what I mean? All the people out there that supported me. One love.
What
to the rest of
people?
y'all.
What
How many
people are
days till you
supporting
report
you?
to prison?
Yes.
I mean,
Oh,
a trans
$5.
man
So
would
much more
maybe
winning.
know
Where'd he
about
go?
This is
He
a good
rage
day. This is a really good day.
And to be
Oh,
fair, I'm
man.
gonna shut this down. Thank you to the
I didn't even get to talk to him.
$100.
Oh,
All right, y'all
man.
have a good
Rebel,
night.
Thank you,
call me
Warrior
because we
Nation.
need to
Hi,
make
y'all.
All right, I'm back, yo. What's
Yeah.
up? Have a good night, all right?
See you around. I'll message you.
Thanks for letting me up
Bye.
again. I appreciate it.
Bye.
I don't know who else is live. I would, if anyone knows anyone else who's
Oh,
live.
Hand Banana. I should have
That's not
said
a
it. My bad,
dickhead.
Banana.
Drop their.
All right, good.
Drop
I
their
should.
link
Yeah, I
in
should have
chat
said that
if you
before I
have
bailed.
I'm at an hour
I
right now,
Yeah.
too, so it's
It's
good.
4:30. I was
Oh,
supposed to
yeah?
go like
All
3
right.
hours ago. So
Go ahead and stop that one. Dude, that was, oh
What do you
my
think of
God.
that,
Hold
bro?
on,
What do you think?
let me make sure
What's your
everybody's
prediction?
unmuted. That was fucking hilarious. My God.
I want to get your
That was
prediction.
awesome.
What do you think the real story is? You think he's going or staying?
I'm going to tell you the exact same thing I said an hour ago. This was his play. He was going to come out of court claiming victory when all he has is just time to, what Kaylee said, get his things in order, his finances and everything else in order. He has to report. He will have to report to jail. He's making this a victory lap, and it is not a victory lap. I'm just sitting here waiting on the docket to update, and as soon as it does, I'll let everyone know that. And if they want to pass it around,
you don't think he possibly got probation?
You think he's taking a bus?
He may have.
No,
back.
no,
He's taking a bus back by choice.
Was he on probation already?
Yeah,
Oh,
he was already.
Yeah, he was.
Already,
He said he was hoping for probation, though.
They could give him more probation?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know if he was on probation.
Let me tell you why he's not going to get probation is because he has a separate court case for a probation violation. So he's violated his chance to be on probation by violating on probation. So no other court is going to give him a probationary sentence if he's already violated his term of probation. That would make
I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he was on it.
And also, this is the exact same crime or similar crime that he was accused of when he had to have the SWAT team pick him up and bus him and fly him back to New York. The original cases that he had back in 2012.
Why do you guys think he refused to answer any questions, even the most simple of questions?
Okay, so that's an obvious answer. That's an obvious answer.
That's an obvious. That's an
Exactly. You don't even need to ask that.
Why do you guys think doing it? Like you.
And wasn't Penguin at the courthouse? I think she was
because
there.
if he answers a straight question, it's like it's just not true.
So
if he just
I don't know if she recorded it, but she was there. One of those girls was there.
Listen, if he answers the questions, inevitably he's going to like give us something, and he's trying not to give us anything.
Well,
he's trying
listen,
to play this narrative that he wants.
You can't take video camera. You can't take video. You can't take video or your phone into a federal courthouse. That's why you can't see news footage of court cases.
But they can go in though, so we would have to just
stand in
trust
front
them.
of the courthouse and wait till his little.
Yeah, she can go there in the courthouse and listen to the case, though, right?
Yeah, she can definitely.
So I think that's what she did.
You're not supposed to record, but you can.
They were adamant that he just had time to get his affairs together, like you said. They were adamant. They said they listened to. They were there at the court.
Not a report,
right?
Dude,
that's what it is. He's gonna have to report
he had a dress shirt on. We've never seen him like that.
Right?
Come on.
But why? But ask yourself this: if you had a court date, and it was kind of serious, why would you think that the first thing you did after court was to get on YouTube and put a community post saying that some kind of victory lap?
Because his whole life's about YouTube. That's why.
He's trying to make an appearance so we don't think he's there, man.
But
what I'm saying,
a politician like Donald Trump, why is he behaving like he's that important? That he
what I'm saying,
fake news. He talks about fake news and stuff.
Yeah,
it's not common sense. It's just not common sense. It's just not common sense. Most people with sense wouldn't do that kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to say. He doesn't think normally. He thinks that that's normal behavior to go up to a court and get on YouTube. Most of us, if not all of us, would never think about that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But do you agree in the assessment? Like obviously,
if there's any evidence that he actually went there, because that doesn't make any damn sense. Like, because he could have been skipping the whole situation, hopping on because they were gonna pay for his flight back. Is that a bus he's going on or a plane?
But think about it. Joey never cams up either. Like, if he was out walking around, usually he doesn't really cam up unless he's on the strip, right? Like that was weird for him to be like, hey, look, I'm not in jail, cam up. And, he's wearing a dress shirt, obviously, which is, again, another thing he doesn't normally do. So it's like, yeah, I think he definitely went to court and he's just bullshitty. Either that or he's on the run. I hope he's on the run.
Remember that fight video?
I told him. I said I was the
Who recorded that fight video?
For real.
Did he even want that recorded? Remember the outer view? There was an outer view of it.
I think the guy that was with, I think he said the person that came with the old guy or something.
I was gonna say because that video, it wasn't Joey recording that. The guy kicked Joey's phone out of his out of his tripod and kicked it down the street in the video. So it wasn't Joey's phone.
Oh,
yeah, if you look closely at the video, that first kick knocks his phone out. And then the second kick, he kicks it down the street.
Damn. I gotta watch that again.
I watched it this morning, so I actually looked at it.
I love the way Joey, like, his fucking stance.
Took his fucking phone down the street.
Goes for a kung fu trip or some shit.
And then he punched his beard.
Yeah, dude, he could have.
While doing a full split.
If he wasn't so tiny and slow, he could have kicked that dude in the face. But that dude, like, just burly moved out.
That dude could have messed him up so many times. That time he put his leg up, he could have twisted his leg, put his face right on the ground.
Yo,
he could have did so many things.
Legs spread wide open like he's doing a split.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he did a lot there.
He'll fall over.
On his head.
Yeah. He wasn't even thinking about it. He wasn't thinking while he was fighting. He was just reacting. And when you do that, you lose.
And the crazy thing is, this guy's a trained boxer. He's trained for.
No, he's not trained.
You know,
get out of here.
They're like, who the fuck?
He took some pictures with some boxers. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like a basic kick he threw, by the way.
You know how, like, when you go meet a boxer and you ask for an autograph picture and they pose for you?
Like the way a kid would kick. Yeah.
Like, that's what they
everything
are.
we
They're
needed.
pose pictures.
He did like
He evaded questions. He was dressed up, clearly traveling.
Like, he didn't even fucking get
Everything
any
we needed to see.
momentum up there either. That's what it is. It's got to be quick and fast. It was like a fucking jigsaw. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So
that shit was mad pussy, bro. Yo, you really can't fight.
Julia bailed off the panel because she's like, oh, maybe he didn't go to jail. You're like, oh, we lost Julia.
It's like, oh, my baby back.
That was funny.
I mean, like, it's too late. I already won Joey.
She was probably like, oh,
victory
shit.
right there. We've been
as soon as we said it.
to get Julia over here. Honestly, Julia is an old friend. You know, when I first met Joey and them, I befriended Julia, and she's really cool, and she's been like super nice to me. You know, she's just like a freaking wild card, and you know, she drinks a lot.
Yeah. She's the wild
I like
card.
Julia, man. I just feel like I gotta take Sam's side all the time. You know?
Yeah. Well, you do have to, obviously.
Yep.
It'll be like, no matter what Julia says, even if she's right, you still have to take Sam's side.
Yep. Otherwise, I'll get shot.
Julia openly flirts to piss these women off. Like, she flirts on purpose.
Like, dude, like, watch. If Sam watches that thing where she says,
oh, she's going to get mad, bro.
She's gonna be
I already know. By the things Julia was saying, I was just thinking in my head what Sam might think of what she was saying. Like, she's flirting.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's not like
she's just a flirt, though. She's a flirt. She flirts with everybody. She's just a flirt type of girl.
She was nice to me. She was nice to you.
I might call you later, Tommy.
Yeah. She's just a very, very friendly, flirty type of girl.
Everyone. She just like
yes.
She's like
yes.
Like one of those girls that lift up their dress and show their tits.
Yes.
But they don't want to fuck.
And those are the kind of women we want.
But they don't want to fuck. Exactly.
Like
they're a prude, but they'll show you everything.
Yeah, that's what we want on YouTube.
I don't mean any
not actual gone wild.
Blood individual.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Real blood individual.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna head out of here too. I'm freaking exhausted.
All right, Banana.
Fun.
We'll talk to you,
man. Later.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining. Everybody, have a good day.
Have a good one, man. Salute.
Everybody out there watching, thank you guys for being here watching us. And don't forget to like.
Sorry, I was on mute this whole time. Bye. Bye.
See you, Brian.
Yo, any words of wisdom, bro?
If you see Joey, kick him in the ribs.
Nah, he going on the run, bro.
All righty, man. Have a good day.